Now, fellas, I hate to be redundant and retread the topic that we started last week's episode with. I am a fair man, though, and I have to say, well, luckily that's why I'm bringing it back up, Jake. Liam, I'm a fair man here. Wally calling you out this past Monday night saying that you're rebanned after you were there for opening day on Friday, I think that's a little unfair. Listen, I just calls him like I sees him.
I mean, I think he drives a hard bargain. I don't think he was changing his mind regardless of what happened on the field. Between the foul poles on Friday, I think it was over. The game was rigged from the start. It really was. I
mean, they scored 13 runs on Friday. Now, they almost blew it. That would have been an all-time fantasy curse.
Well, all right. Almost. That word's doing a lot there. They didn't almost blow.
They got the tying run to the plate, Jake. They were up 7 runs. With 3 outs to go, they got the tying run to the plate.
Who was that? Was that Coop?
Yeah,
Coop kind of wasn't his finest moment. And it was Herrera at the plate, wasn't it?
The Coop Troop was executed by firing squad.
That's right. Smiley gave him a 7-gun salute.
Yeah, Jack Nicholson ordered it with code red. Code red against the Coop Troop.
Can't handle the truth. But, yeah, I mean, listen, we popped the bottles last year after that drubbing in April that did break your 0-47 stretch there. This year, not nearly as bad. And, listen, I love the jokes flying all over the place. It's great. But let's call a spade here, though, Liam. Like, you're not winless on the year. Now, the record isn't great, but listen, NFL fans don't go back in time and talk about, like, those 08-09 Dolphins that only won 1 game. They talk about the winless 08 Lions and the winless, 16 or 17 Cleveland Browns? That's who they remember, not the team that only got the 1 win. You already have that on the ledger, so credit to you there.
And it was the home opener, too. That's
1-3?
1-4.
Oh. All right.
For a team that's currently 6-5?
6-5, yeah.
I was trying to be a little credit, but that's still pretty bad.
No, after last night. I shouldn't have gone last night, but
he does get a little.
Should have gone Sunday, but the sitting the rain delay out.
I couldn't believe you went last night. It was nasty business.
It was an awful night.
It was for the sickos. That was one for the sickos. Those people are all invited to the parade.
Those one for the how do you say it? Masochists? Masochists. Thank you. I never know how to pronounce that word. Yeah,
what did you? You didn't even have the cuss sound in there.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, right. Yeah, those are that's for the Massachusetts, the Bay Staters. That's what that one's for.
I was actually.
Yeah, I was with Adam's in the chat right now. I was with Adam last night. We had a great night. We were freezing our asses off, and they lost. So
speaking of Adam, the grip check is going. New England has grip check for the Duncan grip.
Everyone's doing it.
We got the Sandman grip checking. David
and the
Sandlin,
Woodstock Social. It's
Woodstock's admin. Man. Yeah, everybody's gripping it these days. So shout out Adam.
Absolutely, shout out Adam. It has been
Fitz,
sweeping Red Sox.
You grip it, Fitz?
I do grip it. I posted evil Red Sox Twitter grip be like, and I just had it a cup of Dunkin' Ice, the medium Dunkin' Ice, just resting on my palm. Adam was ready to kill me. It was on site with Adam. With that, he's like, "You better grip that like it owes you money." And then I replied, I housed the coffee prior to the game on Friday, and I replied, and I was, you could see the white in my fingers from gripping so hard. That I was like, "How was that?" And he was like, "That's fine."
You house your coffee, Fitz. I tell you what, Lee, you're a nurser, right? I feel like I recall you nursing your coffee. You take a while.
Oh, big time.
I can't do that. I don't know why. I can't. If it's in front of me, I'm drinking it.
Yeah, I'm more with Jake there. I try to pace myself.
That's why I always get the large, and then it's like I'm good all day.
See, that's done by my walk home. I mean, it doesn't even.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's why I don't get like if I got one with like a bunch of like sugar and cream in it, I'd probably crush it in.
What's your order? We get the same thing, right? Caramel.
I just go black French vanilla.
Oh, okay. Then I don't know who I'm thinking of. It's not even sort of close to what I get.
But yeah, no, there'll be some days I'll go to Dunkin' before work, and it'll be like 4:30. I'm starting to wrap up, and I still haven't finished my Dunkin'.
That's
gross. That's gross. Yeah. What, it's all watered down?
I mean, by then it's all watered down. Yeah, but
bean water.
There are some days where I take a while.
I would say my Dunkin', no matter what, is done within the hour. No question about it.
Right.
Like
Even if I'm busy,
that's a good time
I'm
frame.
I'm going to
sipping.
the side to take a swig.
I'm sipping. Yeah.
Sipping on Dunkin' Ice. That sipper is hashtag extend Alex Bregman, a.k.a. Jake. We're also joined by Jason Repko, a.k.a. Liam. I am Joey Gathright, member of the 09 and 2011 Red Sox, mind you, a.k.a. Fitz. This is Pod on Lansdowne. We're happy you could join us for this edition of the program. Back to our regular programming schedule here. Usually it's regularly scheduled programming, but we're back to releasing on Wednesday nights and recording, or releasing on Wednesday mornings, recording on Tuesday nights on YouTube, Pod on Lansdowne. Subscribe to us there and join us every Tuesday night as we record. We got William in the chat, Adam, got a whole bunch of friends here, Steve. The gang's all here. Well, Christy's not here. Christy's at them,
and Santi and the whole gang's in the ballpark tonight. I'm jealous.
Oh, you couldn't pay me money to go to that game.
It's
tonight.
do you see? It was like the
coldest in
first
2008 or something.
pitch?
Coldest in
2018. Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
Oh, that's less dramatic.
Just disgusting.
It's like the third coldest of the century.
The 21st century or the last 100 years?
The 21st century. Yeah.
All right.
The quarter century. I'll call it that.
That's still pretty cold.
Yeah, a little chilly.
Just want to give a quick shout out before we get started. This is an Owala water bottle.
No free
you
ads.
Notice, no free ads.
Oh,
but
doing ad reads.
I do want to give a shout out. If you'll notice on the video here, that it has no. What is this? Cap? Is that the word I'd be looking for?
Buddy, are you saying it's no cap?
No cap. I'm just drinking right out of the water because my cap broke. I bought this bottle almost a year ago, and I emailed them and I said, "Hey, my cap broke," and they said, "Okay, here's $40 to the store."
Jake, we have got to fix that skipping. It's got to be.
I don't know what it is.
It's got to be StreamYard or something, man.
It wasn't that bad that time, Fitz, but no.
It was pretty. It's one word at a time.
I'm trying to give a shout out to Owala.
Yeah, but shout out to Owala. Yeah,
well, they gave me.
They hooked you up.
Yeah,
they hooked you up. That's nice.
Yeah,
That's
good customer service.
Sponsor the show. We can shout them out every time.
Very good people.
And we can have Liam do the ad read on it so it doesn't skip. Get our money's worth for the ad read.
Waller.
Believe me. Okay. For also the fucking Trump Mookie Betts quote. Again,
we have to get into that.
That sounds like it was. Listen, we'll get into the actual Red Sox talk in a second. We won't linger on this too long, but that sounds like if you punched in, hey, think into AI, like think of a Pod on Lansdowne bit. It's the Mookie Betts trade being broken down by 45-47.
Donald Trump. Yeah.
Frankly, Jeter Downs. I don't think they should have went for Justin May or Brewster Gratterall. Believe me, but they did little Jeter.
He did that one just for us. I believe it. I think he listens.
They could have got better prospect capital if they just didn't offload David Price. But they had to offload. They had to get that money off the books.
Had they held him till the deadline, many would have paid up.
Frankly. Like I said, frankly, I thought he was like, I was right all along. He's like, yeah, you and millions of others, Donnie. Like, I'll give you that one.
He was the only one. He was first.
Yeah, that's. I don't need to hear that shit from him.
Did you see the clip of Ohtani and him behind the desk in the Oval Office?
Yeah,
and
not my superstar.
Why don't you take a photo with the Declaration? Ohtani has no idea what's happening.
In any event.
Do you think Trump asked about Shinzo Abe? That was his boy.
Oh, had to.
The weather was bad over the last couple of days.
I'm kidding with the Japanese national team.
But the play on the field for the Red Sox, folks. Wow.
I actually have a real question about the White House visit. I guess I could find this out pretty easily. But if you're
going to say a real question about Shinzo Abe.
If you're in, is that how you say it? Abe?
It's Abe.
Yeah.
Oh, Abe is funnier. If you're on a team, like if you're on the, say the 25 Red Sox won the World Series, and then a guy signs here this offseason, does he go like with them, or do you maybe stay back at the hotel when they go to the White House? I don't know.
I bet I'd still go.
Was Blake Snell there? Was Tanner Scott there?
It feels like stolen valor, you know?
Was Roki Sasaki there? Who else did they fucking sign?
Yeah, they probably... I would imagine they probably, like, you know, they just go out to lunch a little day on the town.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
I'm looking at the Getty images. There's an old one of of the Donald and Tommy Lasorda from '88. Yeah, I'm not seeing any of the new faces though. In the
Okay, so
background
maybe
here.
they do just chill. They stay home.
Yeah, good question though.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, the Red Sox
stay
play on the
curious.
field. Yeah, exactly.
Curious. The POL model.
Can we talk about opening weekend at Fenway? Jesus Christ! Can we talk about the Red Sox? We just swept the Cardinals.
I guess
It was a wonderful weekend. We put up a gazillion runs. Liam, it was a grand time, even if the weather Saturday was just flat out bad, and Sunday wasn't all that great either. It was beautiful Friday, but the play on the field, all things considered, what a weekend. Nothing like it is so funny to get back into the swing of things. You kind of forget it in the off season, but what a difference just a couple of days make. You know, it was panic. Oh my God, Rafael Devers, is he broken? PFAS has to be fired. The team can't hit. Blah 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 blah. A couple days later, it's Rafael Devers' OPS is creeping towards 900 after just a couple of games. It's just very funny to see how it can kind of go helter skelter a bit. I'm glad that it's on the up and up, but nothing like a good old sweep at the Fens to get everybody's spirits back up. No.
Get you right. I don't know. I mean, I know it was Milliken posted it. It was probably late Sunday night after the doubleheader sweep where they got, folks, breaking news. The Red Sox have not been good at Fenway the last 3 years.
Yeah, real bad.
Pure mid. I think they had 38 and 39 wins respectively the last 2 years at home. So start the season 3-0 at home. We won't talk about Monday night or whatever is happening on the field right now. I don't know if we're winning or losing, but to start 3-0 at home, that's some good home cooking. And I got to say, the crowd Friday fits, and even the crowds during the doubleheader, even the first game on Sunday too. The place was into it. People are feeling it. People are aroused. They really are.
Dude, they had the National League reliever of the year pooping his pants up there. He was shook.
Listen, game 6 of the season.
Yeah, right. I tweeted this at Fitsimo Pena on Twitter. Great audition for him to join the Red Sox in a couple of months.
Yep,
he didn't outright blow the game, but he let him back in, and he lowered his trade value for Craig to do some deals behind the scenes.
Fitz, I would say that's almost the definition of blowing the game. What do you mean he didn't?
Well, he blew the save, but he didn't outright lose the game. Let me change my phrase there.
Oh, okay. Sure.
They escaped with the game tie.
Blowing the game. Okay.
Then they proceeded to lose after that.
Yeah. Okay. Blowing the save is just losing the lead, right?
I should have. Okay. Yeah. I thank you for checking me on that. Yeah, he did it. Yeah. The loss wasn't outright because of him, but he did blow the save. But
he was shit from a butt.
How many walks was crazy.
4 walks.
Four.
I think 4 walks. Yeah.
And a Romy double.
They had the single. Yeah, that was it. That was the only one. Crazy stuff.
Yeah. Hey, remember? You know who I was thinking of during that game? Remember Trevor Rosenthal? Remember him?
I sure do.
Yeah. Sure
special.
Do.
What happened?
It was also giving me shades of Brooks Kriske.
Yes, I mean that's that. Yeah.
That just
the Cardinals.
not PTSD,
not the last few years because they've been kind of mid. Other than what year was good? 22 or 23?
22. Yeah, because that was they got knocked out by the Phillies when they were in the wild.
They got swept, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Other than that, they've been kind of the last couple of years or so. But they used to crank out 2 or 3 high leverage elite relievers every single season, and then they'd be bad within 18 months or it was remember Carlos Martinez? I mean, he started too, but he was there was him, there was.
Those 13, 14, 15 teams. It was there was a new stud.
Edward Mujica
season. Oh, Red Sox legend.
Yeah.
Ruined ring day.
Bring it back to 2011. Who was the closer they had for that 2011 run? Jason Mott was his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the big beard.
Wow.
Special.
Yeah. Things are going to get worse for them before they get better. I think I said that a couple of weeks ago during the season preview, but I'll say it again.
Lynn,
do we know what happened to Herrera? Dying, jogging from third to home. Did he go on the IL?
Let me see.
It was a foul ball he got hurt on. It wasn't even.
Because it was weird. Even on Oh, he's out at least a month. 24 hours ago, MLB trade
Damn.
rumors.
Good thing we
A
didn't trade for him.
a bone
Well, actually, so is
bruise.
our starting catcher. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
never mind, I
we
guess.
can get to that. We can get to that in a little bit in the second segment. But no, it's
a fun weekend.
absolutely a fun weekend, and you saw the potential of what this offense had even after a slow start. I was still confident enough, and I'm sure everybody else listening to this was, that the offense would be able to turn it around. I mean, even guys who haven't completely gotten it rolling yet, like a Tristan Casas, for example, like the process of people at the plate has still been good. And that was the case with Devers during his cold start to the year. The process was still good, even if the results weren't necessarily showing that. Devers had good command of the zone, has still demonstrated that to date. But you saw it all kind of come together there. The resilience of the team, even if you didn't see it come fully to fruition during that Texas series, it was there, and you need that sort of determination to get a win on the first game of Sunday. This is a fun group. I'm really starting to like this team already. You're already kind of starting to feel like, okay, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Jake has been head over heels for Alex Bregman, and rightfully so. He already looks like it seems like he's been here
Hashtag
already for some
extend
time.
Alex Bregman.
Hashtag
Hashtag
extend
offer.
Alex
Hashtag
Bregman.
offer Alex Bregman 6-180.
Which we can put that on ice. I'm
I'll
sure
get
we'll
there.
get into that.
I
in
did
a
some
second.
research this last week.
We're gonna
Your
have this
own-
conversation. We're gonna have this conversation every week.
Until they do it.
Until they do it. There you go. And then after that, it'll be like, remember how I called how they should do 6-180 for Alex Bregman or whatever it is? Base it there.
Yeah,
for
it was a
Mr.
recurring
Short.
segment.
That's good. Jake, should they extend Alex Bregman? Yes. Yes, they should.
weekly check-in.
Monty Burns. Yes.
Yes.
But no, this team, Liam, it's starting to, okay, and we can see how we can really start to have some fun with this team. Baseball Boston has always been a baseball town, even if it's been a bit dormant over the last couple of years after the 21 run. I mean, you mentioned the crowd pops this weekend and whatnot. People are excited for this team, so it's nice to have them back in. Nice having one of the strong parts of the team that we anticipated going into the year actually start to put that together, and that being the offense.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the frustration last week obviously was because, like you said, Fitz, like the approach was there. Guys were getting on base. It felt like they had men on first and second every inning with none or one out, and they just weren't cashing in Texas. Certainly weren't cashing in that first game in Baltimore until like late.
And then you talk about the definition of cashing in Sunday night, that huge rally they went on with two outs.
It was over. It was over by the third inning.
Yeah.
So that was special. They finally got some home cooking, and I mean, thankfully with Bregman in the lineup now, you have a right-handed hitter who his home run Sunday night was nuts, straightaway center. That was special. So, and I think you also saw underrated the pitching depth that this organization has currently. Hunter Dobbins.
We'll get to that, I'm sure.
Debut, win on Sunday night. You trade Quinn Priester 24 hours before we hopped on here.
Hold that.
So,
put that on ice. I did want to mention
Just
that
saying.
later.
I know all the talk is about the offense, but hey, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have guys you're moving in and out, up and down. So I like to see that too. Got to highlight that.
Over the
Gotta
life
shout
of
out the
160.
arms.
Yeah, over the life of 162 games, you're going to need that depth. Absolutely. So yeah, that was a good weekend. We can get more.
I just want that ninth inning on the game one on Sunday. That's the kind of game a mid-team doesn't win. You know, I felt like those were some hell of some takes that we were taking. Like, I know he was all over the place, but those are some legit.
I mean, credit to the
Devers
Cardinals. Like the Cardinals
Yeah.
kept like chipping away too all afternoon, and then it did feel like the floodgates were going to open in the ninth.
Yeah, Devers was taking awesome. At bat was awesome.
Yeah, gutsy takes all around.
It was just
Connor
it was just
Wong
nice
had
to
some.
see.
Connor Wong had some gutsy takes in late in
Yeah.
that game to keep the
Yeah.
line moving.
It's good to see. That's the kind of thing winning teams do.
It's interesting you say that, Jake. I think I've mentioned. I say my theory. It's not my theory. My dad had mentioned it to me. The theory of 3 segments of 54 games. Every team's going to win 54 games, no matter what, no matter how good or bad you are. Every team is going to lose 54 games, but it's an arbitrary sort of
Those 54
idea.
in between.
Those 54 in between, where a game kind of hinges on 1 or 2 points. It can go one way or the other. That's what defines your season. That first game on Sunday is one of the 54 games of the year that we can look back on. Okay, whatever the Red Sox do in 2025, a game like that is what your year hinges on. And it plays off of Jake's point. I don't think the 22, 3, or 4 Red Sox come away with that game.
No, they roll right over, right in the ninth. Literally, and
especially if it's in September.
Yeah.
August or September, right? But, so good weekend all around. Obviously, Monday was kind of a bleh game, but that's one of the 54 games that you just lose. Like, that was just a bleh, nothing game. That's not one of the, hangs by a thread one way or the other.
Weather was shit. You dump it. You trash it.
It happens. Yeah, this one's garbage. So why don't we take a quick break? When we return, fuck with, don't fuck with. We'll get into more specifics about the last couple of days because we did record Thursday for a release on Friday, so it's not a full week of stuff to talk about, but we do have some things to talk about in this edition of Pod on Lansdowne, which will return right after this. Stay tuned. You guys can probably hear Marshall. He was very excited to see me today. He gave me like extra kisses. I don't know why he missed me.
Oh, guys, got new friends, by the way.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
hell
wait,
yeah.
Hold on. Can I see? Jaron? Nice. Looks good.
That's the ticket.
Nice.
Right
I ordered my Peagle.
Oh, yeah? How's it
Yeah.
look? What do they look like? They're just like statues, right?
Yeah,
Eat it. That's fine. Still,
What
no
happened?
score. Top of the fifth. My God, game fucking flying. Top of the fifth already.
Those 6:45 starts, man. They'll get you.
It's miracles on me. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
How we doing, chat? What's going on?
Still unemployed. Oh, chat.
I
thought
said
you
chat.
said
What?
Jake.
How you doing? Well,
Sorry.
soon, King.
Ugh.
I know. I know.
Mabel.
I wish Pod on Lansdowne was a registered organization that I could put you on the payroll for, but
It's okay. Well, I am on the payroll.
the gusto check.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right, baby. Babe, I'm buying.
that's
My
sweet
Gusto
ad
check
revenue.
drops. I'm buying tonight. Yeah. Central Time prisoner. I hate the 6:45 starts. We've been prisoner to the woke 7:10 Eastern Standard Time start for far too long. It's about time it changed. The world runs on the Eastern Time Zone. I'll have you know. Hashtag hire Jake. So, all right, let's get back. Let's get into this.
True.
Back in 5. Tasty. We have returned to Pod on Lansdowne here. Jake, Fitz, and Liam at your service. You can find us on Twitter, as always, when we're not recording. We're mainly tweeting compared to recording for the most. 9 out of 10 times we're posting. We're on the Bird app, but that one time sometimes we do record. Twitter is at Pod on Lansdowne. We're also on Instagram there too. Want to get more into the Instagram game. In the big 2025, we've realized, hey, maybe we should be on Instagram a bit more.
Zuck, we need you to juice our posts if
At
you're listening.
Pod on Lansdowne. I promise I will never watch The Social Network ever again, Mr. Zuckerberg.
I can't make that promise.
I'm fingers crossed. On the other hand,
one of my most favorite films.
It's top 4 for Letterboxd for me.
Yeah.
Follow me on Twitter at FitzyMopania. Follow me on Letterboxd at FitzyMopania. Jake is at Jake.
Follow me on Letterboxd too at Jake Wallinger.
At Jake Wallinger, also on Twitter. Liam is at Liam Fantasy _. He's not on Letterboxd as far
I'm not on Letterboxd. Sorry,
as
guys.
far as I know. Well, you gotta get on there. Before we get into fuck with, don't fuck with, Jake, what's your top 4 Letterboxd?
Wow. My God, I wasn't expecting this. It's this is in no order. Let me be clear. These are just my 4 favorites.
No, well, let me be clear.
Goodfellas, directed by Martin Scorsese. JFK, directed by Oliver Stone. Heat, directed by Michael Mann. And The Departed, directed by Martin Scorsese.
The Scorsese fella getting a lot of love from me.
Yeah, he's pretty underground, but I like his work.
Marty? Yeah, never heard of him.
Yeah. And Fitz, might I ask your top 4, my friend?
Well, Goodfellas for me. That's number 1 with a bullet for your boy. Inglourious Bastards, Quentin
Yeah,
Tarantino.
that's like
Ever heard of him?
probably 5 or 6 for me.
Then Social Network, genuinely for me, that could be subject to change down the line, but I love the Social Network. And then I have Empire Strikes Back as my fourth. Love
okay.
Empire Strikes Back.
Special. Good one. Good
Had
one.
to give Star Wars a little representation, and I think that's easily hands down the best Star Wars movie. Anyways, fuck with, don't fuck with. One thing this week from the Red Sox we're fucking with. One, not so much, Liam. You
start with
start.
don't-
Do you want to start negative or positive? The ball is in your court, Mr. Fennis.
Let me start positive. I don't have anything negative to speak of right at the moment. So let's start high.
What?
Let's start high.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, Seth with a great throwback, the Franchi Hymn of the Week award. I
Whoa.
totally forgot about that. Seth in the YouTube chat.
Yes.
Oh, bravo. Good memory. I
you know
even
what?
forgot about the
I'll
Franchi Hymn
hand that
of the
out
Week
right
award.
now because he was legitimately robbed of American League Player of the Week. It's Wilyer Abreu.
Yeah, I saw
How
it was
the
Bregman,
fuck-
which I get, but like,
Bregman was really good too. But like,
It was great.
Williers hitting like, what was he hitting? 500 until last night.
Willier's one of 3 players with 1 WAR on the year.
Yeah,
It's like him, Judge, and who am I forgetting?
Kyle Tucker probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is.
Remember the POL Perverts fantasy team, which is 1-0, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
definitely.
Good work,
Wilyer get the him of the week. Which you know what, Liam, can I take your lead off here because it's actually a great
Yeah,
segue.
jump on in.
So I'll start with my don't fuck with. And I've said this many times on the show,
Gee,
but it
wonder
reared
what
its
this one's gonna
ugly.
be.
Do you? It reared its ugly head again today. Alex Cora believing that if you're a lefty, you're physically incapable of hitting lefties. Wilyer Abreu, like we just said, literally leads the league in WAR right now. He's been the best hitter in baseball, and he sat him down because there's a lefty tonight. Come on, man. Come on. What can you say, really? Like, he's literally been the best hitter in baseball. Obviously, that's not sustainable like that, but ride the hot hand, no? Am I out of line, fellas?
The lefty killer needs to be in the lineup, man. Come on now. That's what we're
Okay,
paying for.
fucking I don't know. I would have sat Duran down before Wilyer right now.
Yeah, that's actually.
I mean, like, he literally is the best hitter in
That's
baseball
you
right
at the top of the lineup with
Oh
Duran.
my God!
You want that in there all the time.
Guys, if a guy is hitting 500, I'm gonna find a way to keep. him in the
I do
lineup.
agree with that, though. Yeah, at some point, it's like, okay, like, let's try to keep this rolling.
should
Now,
Play-
also-
I mean, we're not even. We're 11 games into the season. Like, play some narrative ball early. Why not?
I mean, and so Wilyer, that's one thing. Casas is another. He sat Casas on tonight, which Casas hits lefties well. I don't know why.
and he's
I don't
seeing
know.
pitches well too. He's getting
I don't
fucking
get it. I don't-
squeezed
I-
by
I-
umps.
I need
hate
that ABS. I need that ABS.
Yeah, I hate to be the guy to blame umps because I think
gonna
that's
cook.
kind of victim mentality. Like, that's just a weak mindset for the most part. I think he's getting fucking screwed on some of these
Feeble
calls, though.
mindset.
Whether or not you think he should be swinging at some of these borderline pitches with 2 strikes, there's been kind of that narrative within the fandom over the last couple of days. Your mileage may vary there. The point is, though, black and white in terms of him taking strikes or balls, I think he's getting fucking squeezed. So, to Jake's point, yeah, he hits lefties well, and he's seeing the ball well. So it's like, I don't know. Continue, Jake. I think
Do you guys
I
know
think
what
you're
his?
second.
Do you guys know what his OPS is against lefties? I mean, obviously much smaller sample
in his
size.
7.
career,
Yeah, in his career. His
The
split.
number 7.
I would guess 820.
Oh, Fitz, any guess?
The number 7. Against lefties, with the
Against
caveat
lefties.
that it's still against lefties, I'll say 785.
829.
Oh!
We're on the fucking
I don't
money.
get why.
That's crazy.
Cora had to have access to this information. It's not. I
Right.
mean, we do.
Pull it up on baseball.
What's the
Reference,
sample
two
size on that? How many?
It's 119 games, 190 plate appearances.
Okay, so it's not.
That's
nothing.
not nothing. I know.
Versus 219 games versus right.
Listen,
pitching.
Romy
But
Gonzalez-
692 plate appearances.
I'm sure
against
Romy
right-handers.
Gonzalez is a great man. He's very handsome. I like what he does off the bench. You don't need to find stars for this guy. It's not. He's not. It's okay if he starts games on the bench. I think that's fine.
And I know,
So
like,
didn't he play like all day Sunday, Romy? He got like 7 at bats in or something on Sunday night, right?
Well, everyone on Sunday night got 7 ABs. The way that
like,
it was like the Bugs Bunny. Everyone doing the conga line around the base.
Going. I really thought, obviously, what's his face? Jordan Walker is a large human. I don't think any other person robs Casas on Sunday night.
Yeah.
But I thought he had it. I thought we were going to get Casas cooking there, but it wasn't meant to be. And now this.
Shit
As
just
JPM Paul Allen points out, as Romy strikes out as we record this right now, it's bottom of the 5th, no score. Sox Toronto. Now, listen, it's similar to. I understand it's a long year. I just said 15 minutes ago, like you need to have the depth over the course of 162. I get that, and there are going to be days that we have to get. Casas off of his feet or Duran off of his feet maybe for a day. Well, maybe not Duran. He wants to play 162, but Bregman off of his feet for a day. That just happens for any team, any year. But similar to what I mentioned last week with Devers, to get Casas going, you need to see the live pitching. If he's seeing the zone well, if the approach is what we want to see, even if the results aren't totally there, then you got to get him going with live ABs. And part of doing that is, starting them in games. You don't have to get guys off of their feet this early into the season, is my point.
Yeah, I agree. I've been beating this drum for years. I don't know what. I don't get it. I fundamentally do not get it, but that was my don't fuck with. Thank you.
Well, Liam, if you don't have a don't fuck with, because you had mentioned you wanted to start positive, and then Jake said, fuck that, we're starting negative, I can go for don't fuck with.
Yeah, hop in on a don't fuck with.
Just to keep with the organizational, depth, I don't fuck with Connor Wong's broken hand, or whatever the issue with the hand is, the really bad contusion, the one that's going to be sidelining him for X amount of games.
No, I think he'd break it, right?
It was a break. Did he break one of those metacarpals in the hand?
Let me confirm.
But either way, he is out
broken
for
finger.
some time. Yeah,
so there you go. Right,
broken left pinky finger.
Yeah, not great. That's gotta, especially in the cold weather to break it like that. That's gotta fucking kill. I know he had his struggles on Sunday, like getting picked off there late in the game Sunday afternoon. That base running blunder, if you want to call it that, that wasn't his finest hour. But still, to already have to tap into the organizational depth on catcher. I know we're very positive about the Narv. We love the Narv. Narvaez, he's actually been pretty solid behind the dish to start the year. But yeah, it's, over the course, Mabel's making her weekly cameo. Yeah, it just, it sucks to have to tap into that organizational depth already. Sable getting the call up from Worcester to take Wong's spot while he's on the mend. Not a ton of negative things to bring up this week, luckily, but it's not great. So by default, I guess that's my that's my don't fuck with for the week.
All right.
Did you guys know?
Liam?
I didn't realize Sable played over 100 games with the Giants 2 years ago.
Yeah,
because he spent most of last year in Sacramento and Richmond. I don't know, like the AAA line is fine.
I hear there's some rich men up there
in Richmond,
north of Richmond. North of Richmond, excuse me.
Overtime hours, bullshit pay.
I mean, his OPS in 110 games with the Giants 2 years ago was almost 700. Like, if that's what I'm getting from a backup catcher, I'm fine with that. I don't need anything more. But yeah, it does kind of suck that Wong went down. And I mean, who's next in line after Sable? Bitsy Mopena?
Aw, hey, come on. I was gonna say Willie or Abreu if they want to listen to me.
Romy.
People that...
It's Romy.
Oh, yeah, I think you're
wow.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
They said that last night after Wong went out that he was their backup catcher.
That's insane.
YouTube comment. The flying squirrels hiding their acorns north of Richmond. Rich squirrels.
I did get to see the only highlight from Monday's game when I was there. Was getting to see Tech help warm up the pitchers after Wong went down. That was it.
Tech could probably give you a couple of days a week behind the dish still to this day.
Yeah, I don't know if that bat's going to give you anything, but I'm certain he could. The defense is still there.
Yeah. Liam, what are you not fucking with this week?
He's probably faster than Costas.
You're probably right. Holy shit, there was a play last night.
He
It was
is guy. All right,
crazy.
yeah, timeout on
Anybody on the team beats that out, but him.
I think he's actually the slowest guy I've ever watched on the Red Sox. And listen, there's been guys like way fatter than Casas or like more rotund, but the way he labors like every single step,
the earth
I've
is
never.
shaking.
Pablo Sandoval was faster. I'm certain.
You're probably right.
What's Casas? What his What do you think his sprint speed on Savant percentile is?
Negative 14th.
Actually,
it's gonna be like MLB The Show where they show you their speed and it's just 0.
He's the third percentile. I can't even imagine someone slower than him.
Who's slower?
That is fascinating to me.
Like third percentile in history, potentially. Like you can see that. Hey, listen, he's a big dude. I'm not saying like he's fucking fat big, but like he's a tall drink of water, man. You know what I mean? We saw him at Winter Weekend. He's carrying a lot there.
Big.
Lumbering.
Big.
You know? This
big
guy.
Now that we've killed enough time, I did actually come up with something slightly negative. Not like
terrific.
Not ringing an alarm or anything, but just taking a pause. Maybe we need to reflect on this for a little.
Noticing.
Yeah, I'm just noticing. That's all. Walker Buehler. Still a little shaky these first 2 outings.
Yeah.
So 9 1/3 right now, 9 earned runs, good for an ERA of 8.7.
That's not what you want.
7 strikeouts, only 1 walk, but 3 home runs, and 14 hits. So I don't think he's fooling anyone up there. He even said it himself, I think, post
George Springer homer. I'm not fucking with that either.
Oh,
Nothing
well,
Toronto.
That's fun.
Only a solo homer, but no, not great. But yeah, Walker Buehler, I mean, he's had flashes where it's looked fine. Like he's looked good to start the day Friday. He looked good.
Right, he really did.
And then, you give up a couple of go for balls. It's, I don't know. He's getting a fair enough of guys to chase. I will say that. So that could play and that could work to his benefit if he can miss some more bats, if he can get him to chase, maybe initiate some more whiffs. He's just getting tagged with the gopher balls way too often early on. It's a small sample size, but yeah, it's something to watch. Something to watch. Him and Houck so far have, with the loud contact, has been a little skeevy so far.
Yeah, he might. I mean, I'll give him time, but he might not know. He might not know. Walker Buehler.
Walker Buehler, closer later this year.
Interesting. It's an interesting theory you've presented.
What a catch by Seti. Another one.
Also, of note, not about his performance, but it shocked me when I was in the team store yesterday. A lot of Walker Buehler merch in the team store on Jersey Street.
Yeah,
folks. Like jerseys everywhere.
Also, both his games he started, like they're kind of talking about him like it's 2021.
Guys, it's not.
We have set our expectations a little high around town.
Man strikes out Alex Verdugo, and they think he's Cy Young.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't. Obviously, he's the. I'm not ready to throw in the towel on that, given him April, May, but he has not moved me thus far.
Yeah, it's just something. Something to monitor.
Yeah, exactly. Let's keep the ball in the yard.
All I'm saying.
Keep the ball in the yard. And again, that goes
Something
for Houck too. Houck was getting some outs there, but they were some loud outs recently. Dick Fitz was giving up some loud contact over the weekend.
I'm throwing that game away last night.
Fitz is fine. Again, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about any of these guys. I'm just saying.
Short sleeves last night. I was like, you're a freak, man. What are you doing?
Dick's gonna go out there and he's gonna give you 6 innings, 3 runs. That's Dick.
Yeah, that's Dick, man.
That's quality start Dick. That's what I call him
6
now.
Fitz, Dick.
Quality Dick. That's what we're calling him.
We got to get a graphic. Maybe we don't need to get a graphic made for that. Maybe we don't. Nope. Quality Dick.
We'll get the
probably
interns
not.
on it. We'll get the interns on it.
Quality Dick.
Google, show me quality Dick. Oh boy, I'm fired right now.
If those
Ow.
pregnant cartoons haven't gotten you on a list yet.
Can I change my don't fuck with for the week to
People did. I'm sure everybody was wondering. I did receive some in my DMs that I've loaded in the chamber for the next Bregman home run. I'm reserving them for strictly home runs now because
it was every other tweet on Sunday.
strictly home runs.
Yeah.
Or like a game altering hit. That's what it's gonna be now.
Or if he wins AL Player of the Week.
That too.
Yes, of course.
That one certainly calls for it.
Right. Jake, what are you fucking with this week?
What am I fucking with? Fitz, that is such a good question. I'm fucking with. Well, you know what? This will be a good roundabout way for me to talk more about Alex Bregman. I'm fucking with the research I did the last few days.
There it is. I was wondering how you're gonna work it in.
About one Matt Chapman that I was reading about. And boys, the similarities are haunting. They've haunted me since I've learned this. Matt Chapman signed, I think, also a 3-year deal with 2 opt-outs with the Giants 2 short years ago, or 1 short year ago. Excuse 2 short. What year is it? Whatever.
I'm not bailing you out of this one.
And then towards the end of the season, he said, "You know what? Fuck it. I like it here." And he signed a 6-year, $150 million deal.
Now, Jake, let me ask you a question. Let me actually ask you 2 questions. First of all, while you were doing this research, did you point at the screen and look over to Sophie and say, "That's Chappie"? Did you do that?
No.
Okay, well, you should have. Missed opportunity, but
Sorry.
I'll forgive you. Second point, actual point that I wanted to make. Who is Matt Chapman's agent?
Well, Fitz, that's the other point I was about to make.
I'm already ahead of you.
It's one Mr. Scott Boras.
New to see.
I'm noticing.
New to see.
I mean, the framework is there. Like, that is literally
it really is.
You'd give Alex.
Now.
You'd give Alex. I've been saying 6 180 just because. I mean, that makes sense to me. 30 a year. Like, that's it right there. That is exactly what you would do.
Did Campbell just botch a play just now?
And frankly, I would do it yesterday. So that's what I would like to see happen. That was, I think, Chapman. Oh gosh, I want to say that was in
that
maybe
ball, Christian rookie learning opportunity.
Fitz,
You gotta eat that.
Fitz. Spoke on the podcast. This was in September,
Sorry.
I think. Chapman extended, so I'm gonna have to be preaching this for the entire season. But I do think that if this season goes
younger, too, I'm seeing now as well.
Who's younger?
Bregman. He's younger by a year.
Yes. Well, that makes sense. It was right.
I don't know. I don't actually know when. Oh no, I'm just saying like this year, Bregman's a year younger.
Yeah. So once I noticed those similarities, I was struck. Yeah, I think they should do it. Thank you.
Makes sense. I mean, again, we don't want to just rehash the points that we had already made, about the leadership qualities that have already been demonstrated by Bregman, him shoring up the defense, him providing a little bit of pop from the right side and a little bit of a jolt offensively.
Yeah,
on the right side.
the right side thing, that's not gonna get any better. Like in the next couple, I mean, the two guys that are the cavalry that are coming are also lefties. So that's, it's actually going to get worse.
Before it gets better.
Yeah. So that's going to stay a problem. So I think that's another reason why they should get it done.
Not even so much of a problem as a, not even a conundrum, not even a predicament, I would say. Just something
that
to
is crazy.
keep in mind.
I'm looking at the transactions on Spotrac. He signed with the Giants initially on March 2nd, signed the extension by September 5th. That's crazy.
Well, yeah, he liked it.
Bro loves San Francisco.
Well,
I also think that was Posey putting his nuts on the table too, right? That's what got the GM fired.
Well, then Craig should fucking do that. If you want to cement, listen, that cements everything for you for like the next 5-6 years.
You're good.
Like you're locked at that point, which is
Cash money.
Yeah, I know I keep talking about this, but I think You know why I keep talking about this? Because he's the only guy that matters that's like not locked in now. Like everyone else is either on like
Everyone
a
else
rookie
we got
deal,
for 6 or 7 years.
yeah, or has been paid and is staying on the team for several years. He's the only one. So fingers crossed. Thank you.
This game is taking a turn. This Tuesday night game. I'm not
What
appreciating
happened?
this.
It's still it's 2-0.
It's 2-0. Yeah. There was a throw from Bregman to Romy that Romy wasn't able to scoop. I didn't get a good look
Oh,
at the throw
interesting.
itself.
No, they had
Shocking
to
what
get him
happens
in the
when you don't
fucking
have a
lineup
back-
though.
Shocking what happens when you don't have a real first baseman on that
Yeah,
team.
They had to
Well,
get Romy in.
We
fucking
did
lineup.
talk
back
about this
Dom.
on the record
Bring back
beforehand.
Dom.
So hashtag PLL was right. Hashtag PLL was right. Hashtag PLL was right.
Hashtag never wrong.
And then there was a play. Campbell went to his left. Runner was going to beat it out anyways, but he threw the first, got by him. Second run scored. That's what I was saying.
What's
And
the
then
fucking
Jake
deal?
yelled at
Dude,
me when I was talking about that.
George Springer has been basically bad for like 4 years now, but every time we fucking play him, he turns into.
He's been good to start this year. It's just
Yeah, that's true. He has been good to start this year. But even the last couple of years, he mashes against the Sox. I swear to
it's
God.
just some guys do that. You know what I mean? It is, it's a Rowdy Tellez,
Rowdy Tilla. Yeah, I know.
Ryan Mountcastle,
MJ Melendez.
Jorge Posada back in the day. Posada getting those old dinky hits against us. Speaking of Craig Breslow and speaking of fucking with things, I'm fucking with the fact that I almost called him general manager. If I ever call Breslow the general manager moving forward, that's just the catch-all term. I know he's the chief baseball operator, the baseball czar, if you will. But
Chief
he's
baseball officer.
officer. Did I say operator? Officer.
You did. You
So
sure
there you
did,
go.
yes.
Right. But the fact that he is able to move and take advantage of some value across the league. The Quinn Priester trade, while it sucks we're not going to be able to post the baseball Cespedes Family Barbecue Quinn Priester video anymore, that Beastie Boys-esque video. It was fun while it lasted. The value boys for getting
That's crazy. Man. I couldn't
Craig was
believe.
hucking,
the
man.
33rd
Craig's in his
pick, a
bag.
well-renowned
He's unconscious.
teenage prospect, the number 7 prospect in Milwaukee's system. Quinn Priester now in the Brewers organization. I forget who got hurt in their rotation, but they had to scramble to add a pitcher for some depth. So we saw the opportunity and took it, and that's trust within the pitching depth that we already have. I mean, we just mentioned, Dick Fitz being a part of that already in the major league rotation, but that's an endorsement for him going forward in the rest of the pitching depth, especially as hopefully you get Giolito and Bayo back into the fold, Cutter Crawford back into the fold. It's an endorsement of them. So
Fitz, you know who got hurt? The Hialeah kid.
It was
the Hialeah kid.
They've
Got
got
that-
7 starters.
got that
on the IL.
fastball.
That's fucking crazy.
Got
That brother's
fastball.
starving. That brother's starving out in Milwaukee.
It's so
Yeah.
interesting to me that you don't see these picks because you can't trade the regular draft picks,
But the competitive
but
balance.
you can trade the competitive. It's weird you don't see those moved more. I've always found. I've always thought. Yeah, Fitz the game. It's a bad game.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about the game for the team
yeah,
that we
But
do a
there's only-
podcast
there's
on.
only so many of those picks, right? Not every team gets one, right? That they can move
So
around.
I hate to admit this live on air, but I've never actually really understood the competitive balance, the whole system. Like you get a pick if you give a guy a qualifying offer and he leaves. You lose a pick if you sign a guy that had a qualifying offer. But I don't know, there's more though. Also somehow I've never really understood it.
Oh, okay. I got it on MLB's network or the MLB's website right now. I'm in the glossary. I'm doing research.
Oh, great.
The 10 lowest revenue clubs and the clubs from the 10 smallest markets are eligible to receive a competitive balance pick. Fewer than 20 clubs are in the mix each year. Some clubs qualify under both criteria. All eligible teams are assigned a pick either in round A or round B. Round A falls between the first and second rounds of the Rule 4 draft, while round B comes between the second and third. Clubs drafting in the competitive balance rounds also receive more international bonus pool money than the minimum 4.75
Are you going to read the entire
million.
fucking rule book?
No, I'm just
right now,
trying to get
fantasy?
through. I'm just trying to get through this paragraph because this is all that matters.
And then I'm going to start another paragraph and then another paragraph after that.
Those drafting in competitive balance round A receive 5.25, while round B get 5.75 million. So there you go.
Now you know, Jake.
So that didn't really
They
help,
have
but the Red Sox do have the 33rd overall The Red
It's for
Sox
the
do have
small
the-
market teams. That's all
The
you
Red
need to know.
Sox
It's
do
for
have the
small market
33rd
teams.
overall pick in the draft now, which is pretty cool, I think.
It's wonderful. So, Quinn Priester, when we draft Mike Trout Part 2, the squeakquel, because of this deal, you
I
will
mean,
be
what Roman
remembered by the
Anthony
streets.
like in the 30s? I think drafted him in the 30s. So, fingers crossed.
It's something. And again, if they're confident in the pitching staff that they already have, not just at the major league level, but within the organization, that's a deal you make every time. On Over the Monster, some of the commenters are like, why are you trading for a young outfielder again? And I'm like, listen, you don't know what
A pick is a pick. The
a
pick could
pick
be
is
anything.
a pick. It could even be Quinn Priester.
That's right.
But and then I forget the prospect's name escapes me at the moment. Now watch, he ends up being the greatest Red Sox ever, and then we look back at this in 20 years. I'm like, I couldn't even remember his name. You don't know what the outfield's going to look like within the next 5 years. We have an idea of what we want it to be, but you never know. And it doesn't hurt to have that extra prospect capital down the line, whether or not you use them as a useful player, you leverage that to, at the deadline for a trade, whatever it ends up being. That's just called good value for Quinn Priester, who, has some upside as a pitcher going forward, but hasn't been able to fully put it together.
Can I?
And also may have been blocked.
A teeny weeny. Can I play a little teeny weeny devil's advocate here?
Sure.
Awesome return. I still don't know if I love trading the starting pitching depth. The more I think about it,
That's up to you, but I can see where the organization is coming from, where they believe in the depth in the short term and relative long term over the next couple of years.
Now there's Sandlin, there's Dobbins, there's Fitz, there's
Paralysis going
Chris
forward
Wells.
in
All
the
right.
not so far future.
There's,
You know what I mean?
convince me.
Right? You know what I mean? So
You
Who else?
convinced me.
Drohan has apparently looked better to start this year down at Double-A too. So I think
has anyone made the joke you don't mess with the Drohan yet?
Yes,
I feel like we
Okay.
did.
sure have.
Probably 2 years ago when he really was on the scene and then
I
kind of
just
disappeared. For a
the
while.
Major League rotation, I think it's fine, but it's
I
giving
can't
me a
really
little,
assess it until Bayo's here.
I'm getting a little bit. I don't know, Jim. That's kind of how I feel about it.
Oh, talk to me July 1st. If we can get
All
Bayo
right.
back. If we
He,
can
ma-
get
he
Bayo
makes
back
he makes a
May
reminder
3rd.
on his phone. Talk to Liam.
talk to me July
1st. Yeah.
I mean,
Also,
Liam,
actually, Jake,
that's
to circle
that's
back
half
on-
the season, Liam. That's,
I know, but we're still waiting on Giolito. We're still waiting on Bayo. It's like,
Breaking news: Adam said we have a grip check mention on the broadcast. I have
Whoa.
headphones in. Adam in the YouTube chat let us know about that.
God damn it.
Grip check. That goes to show you how bad this game's going. But if they're mentioning the grip check, but it's taking over.
People are aroused. People are aroused.
Choke out those Dunkin' iced coffee cups, folks. Don't do it with the hot coffee. That's just asking for second-degree burns, I would say.
Jake, to circle back on George Springer for you, of teams he's played more than 70 games against, he does have his highest OPS against the Red Sox by
Would
a
make
wide
that-
margin.
yeah, that would make sense to me. That
Yeah.
sounds right.
924.
Thank you, Liam.
924. So there you have it.
I hate the Blue Jays. Might be my favorite team in the AL East to play against.
Rays for me. The Rays are always
Yeah,
a
The,
thorn
the
in my
Rays,
side.
yeah, the Rays annoy me so much.
Okay.
Blue Jays can be definitely annoying too. I do hear that. I agree.
I just don't feel like there's like we don't have like a rivalry with the Blue Jays. I don't feel like there's no beef there.
They just beat
They
the
just
shit
exist.
out of us. I feel like every year.
They
Even
just
when
hit
we're good.
bombs at Fenway. Yeah.
Yeah, even when we're good. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, we've never played them in the playoffs. You know what I mean?
Right. They're like, there's the only, I feel like the only time we've come down to the wire with them was 21. And Eck was shouting, "Split me," over the Jumbotron in the Rogers Center.
Eck was
my
yelling a lot of
goodness.
things in his day. Shout out
That
Eck.
video is so it's like Vlad dejected sitting on the top dugout step after Devers goes deep. You just hear Eck bellowing, "Split me," in front of a packed Rogers Center.
Heck, nobody better. There was nobody better.
Gotta miss him. Gotta miss
Are
him.
our fuck withs and our don't fuck with
Liam has
accounted
not
for?
said what he's fucking with.
Oh, I haven't
Oh,
given
okay.
you guys a fuck with that. It's guys. This one's easy. I'm surprised no one else has mentioned it yet. It's Wally's head. Come on,
Oh, yeah.
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 big time, big time. Every team's got a
Yeah.
thing. This is our thing this year for the foreseeable future.
It's a good thing.
It's magical. It's magical. I loved him since the day I met him on Friday, and I can't imagine my life without him now.
I was lost before I found you.
Yeah, every team's got like the O's have their bird bath, which they've been tripling down on the last 2 years. That's kind of run its course. We had the shopping carts that ran its course. We had Win Dance Repeat ran its course. We got our thing again. That's when you know the team's on the up and up.
We should do a good offseason idea is a bracket. I mean, there might be only like 8 selections of this. A bracket of like our team things, like 03 Cowboy Up, 04 was the beards, or the hair rather. 13 was the beards. 04 was more the hair. 2018 being just the phrase damage and do damage and whatnot. That fun idea.
Dancing on my own for 21. Yeah, it doesn't that might be one for me. I know they didn't win it all.
Home run celebration doesn't have to be the card.
That might be one for me.
Right. Put that on ice. I'll add it to the.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good off-season episode.
Fitz, you're cooking with that one.
Yeah, it's great. I love.
What did we do for? Did we do anything for home runs like last year, the year before?
They did the which I was reminded of the other day on Twitter. Someone posted it. They did like the marathon medal, which was quickly forgotten.
That sucked. Yeah, that sucked. Yeah, sorry.
It was Cora's medal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think from like the 5K or the 10K.
Still, you know,
fake, phony.
Bro's not a real runner. He's got to run the marathon on Marathon Monday this year.
I'm adding this thing into our off-season.
When did we stop? When did we stop the shopping cart? Was that after 22? Did they bring that into 23? I don't feel like they did.
No, they definitely didn't bring it into 23. I don't think.
I know it was in 22 because there's photos of Story riding it in 22, but that was it. Moss's weights. We didn't get enough out of Moss's weights.
Oh God,
Seth.
I don't even.
We really didn't. Those. In 23.
I mean, I remember them, but
2011 beer and chicken.
I remember Massa weights being given away, like a stadium giveaway, but I actually don't know if I remember them in game.
They were like, I don't know. They maybe made an appearance like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
his actual ones from the Oryx Buffalo branded inflatable weights.
Well, yeah. All right.
But yeah, the Wally head is crazy, man. I got to get me one of those.
I didn't notice it in person during those back-to-back home runs in the first, Liam. I was too busy giving high fives and just
same
screaming.
here. I didn't realize until I was checking Twitter at like the inning break because I think I blacked out when Abreu went deep.
Yeah, that's very next pitch, first pitch of the AB, right?
Crazy.
So yeah, that's fuck with, don't fuck with for the week. Do we want to take a quick break? Get to our final segment?
Sure.
Let's do it. Final segments, really, because there's still more I want to talk about on this edition of the program, which will return. It will resume when we come back after the break.
I have a tummy ache.
Tummy ache?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, pal.
It's all right.
Bottom 6, one out.
My stummy.
Devers had a nice little break. My stummy hurt. I like how we've gotten more views the more the Red Sox have sucked in this game.
Like people coming over here.
Yeah.
Check it on our
I'm flipping over to Pod on Lansdowne right now. Thank you guys for being here. Shout out chat. We love chat. All right, let's get back into it.
Like, this doesn't make sense to me. Sixth inning, you're down 4 runs, you got a man on first base. Why is ref still hitting here? Where's Abreu against a righty reliever?
I agree. I kept Abreu in my dynasty lineup thinking that he'd be pinch hit at some point.
Like, I just think, like, there are some of those in-game decisions where I just wish Cora would be a little... It's early. It's April. There's so many days off in April. Like, get him in there.
Not early on to start this year, but yeah, it will come later.
Fucking meme tonight.
Oh.
It's all right. Don't we have the?
It does pop off, but I'd rather not have to post it because we keep winning. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to tweet that anymore.
Blessing and a curse.
We have
Section 10. God bless Section 10. But they were like, "Do you guys think the Red Sox dip back to 500 at any point this year?" And they're like, "Oh no, absolutely not. They're just gonna keep on rolling." And
dude, the Sox could be 15 games above 500, and I would think they'd probably back down.
They're gonna find a way to fuck it up. We're still gonna post it one more time this year.
They fucking love being 500.
I love mid. Woo! I love mid.
Pure mid.
All right, let's get back to it. 5 seconds. Third and final segment of the program here. Pod on Lansdowne. Jake, Fitz, and Liam. Talking socks, talking lots of other things as well, as usual.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. That's my letterbox top 4.
Flint and Steel.
Minecraft
Flint
movie
and
4
Steel.
times.
Yeah, my letterbox top 4 is Chicken Jockey, Flint and Steel, I Am Steve, and that is an Ender Pearl. Ender Pearl's not getting enough love. I understand why Chicken Jockey and Water Bucket Release. Like, I get why that's getting love. Ender Pearl's not getting enough love, I will say.
Were you guys ever?
I'll be honest, I've never played
Minecraft people?
Minecraft.
Oh, that's
I've
okay.
never played it.
Not really.
I just like the memes. I just like
Dude,
the memes.
I
think that's
I
like
was
the
an
age for us,
animal. I was an animal on Minecraft in Jesus, when would this have been? Like 2013, 14, 15. I was crafting every day
In your
with my
bag?
boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I was aware of Minecraft until I was already in high school. By then it was too late.
Not for me, man.
Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll get into it now.
Yeah.
Minecraft.
If you
on
want to? I'll
Lansdowne.
play with guys. I have a sick world.
You're still ripping Minecraft. Hell yeah.
Sophie and I play it sometimes.
I think Tristan caught.
I was gonna say. I don't know. I don't know if we want to hear what Sophie is mentioning there. Good thinking on the mute there, Jake. Good thinking. I have no idea what that could be about. Anyways, speaking of Tristan Casas, he's apparently featured very heavily in the Netflix documentary about the 2024 Red Sox that is out now.
Full review by next week. I'm thinking. Right?
I hope I have enough time to watch those. I'm sure I will. I don't think I have a lot going on this weekend, but I mean, shit, there's baseball games, like actual 2025.
That's the problem with them dropping it now. I'm like, my nights are busy. Fellas.
Right? I was gonna say, I understand it takes a long time to turn these
25 team.
to turn these things around. I understand that takes time, but like, come on, we're on to the actual games.
It does kill me. I know they interviewed him again tonight on the broadcast earlier, but like the producer, the director of the docuseries, every time he talks, he just makes it sound like they were so woefully unprepared for following a baseball team for 6 months.
We didn't even know what a baseball was.
Blew a third of their budget in spring training. Like, guys, we could have figured this out a little better.
Like, you've covered a lot of other sports Netflix.
They started
like
planning it in like 2021, so I don't understand. Hey, Christy's in the chat. Christy, how's the game?
Live from
Gotta be
Fenway.
frigid
She
and
says,
shitty. Down 4-0.
Yeah, can't be fun.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm good with Trevor Story. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
Doesn't he have like 2 of our 3 hits tonight? I thought I saw Leo say that in the chat.
He hits a fucking single and everybody's like, oh.
Oh, he's got 1 hit. Okay.
He gets a single a night and people are talking like he's fucking Cal Ripken over there. Fuck off. Like, I don't get it.
Retire 10. Retire 10.
Like, I don't get. You have a 40-game hitting streak. If it's 1 single a night, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm like, I feel like I'm going insane.
The opening day home run absolutely.
He looks
bought him like 2
bad.
months. I'm saying it. The opening day home run bought him like 2 months.
God damn it, man.
It was a cool home run though.
I kind of can't believe the lineup the top like 7 hasn't moved more than, well, it hasn't, I guess. The fact that Story is still hitting above Campbell even feels kind of crazy, right? Like,
I do agree with that.
I probably would have swapped Willier and Tristan right now. Like, I don't know. Cora's reactionary, except when it makes sense to be, I suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, the Netflix documentary, which we haven't watched.
Again, we will. Sorry, I was working today.
Yeah.
I saw people on the timeline already had watched all of it. I'm like, how? It dropped at like 3 Eastern.
I know. I'm unemployed, and I didn't even do that.
Right? That's crazy to me. I'm like, where are you finding the time? Do they?
I was
screen it
thinking,
early?
do we want to say that we
Speed and a
can
half.
do a full discussion next week? Do we want to say that?
Oh, 100%.
Let's do that. And then also
Okay.
with that in mind, permission to be serious for a moment. I know we like to have fun, but to be serious, do we want to mention it? It would feel I would be remiss if I didn't bring up the Jaren Duran news that just recently came out in the context of this Netflix documentary. So do we want to put that on ice for the Netflix conversation next week?
No, I think we can do that now. I think we can do that now.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like obviously we'll be able to speak to it more once we've seen the episode, but
also I feel like a lot of it's
doesn't hurt.
been...
We have to hit it. Yeah, I mean, for like, what else could we really say?
Yeah.
I mean, he's incredibly brave to put that out there. And from the sounds of it, in a very short amount of time, that's helped. Even if it's only helped one person, that's massive, pivotal. That's amazing. But it sounds like it's helped more people start to open up and take those steps towards, advice, help that they might need. And I think that's extremely commendable.
They shared it was like the Good Samaritan line or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
They said like numbers popped off yesterday. They were talking about it on the broadcast after the news broke.
That's
stuff's great.
It's very commendable. And that's something that Jaren Duran, his family, his loved ones, his friends, that they can take pride in that too, that he's making that difference. Alex Cora said he should already be nominated for the Roberto Clemente Award.
100%.
100%. Absolutely. And
I thought it was, to bring a little levity to it, I thought it was funny when Cora was like, tonight, he was like, he should get a standing O tonight, except stands probably aren't going to be that full because of the weather. Yeah, he was like,
when
probably
he's
not
going
to be too loud tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, and not to change the subject of it, it goes into other things that have recently happened with Jaren Duran, especially during the 2024 season. It doesn't sound like it, lets him off the hook for that, but it also sounds like he's at least taking steps to understand why people were upset with what happened.
It does sound like
he was.
It did get to him that people were pretty fucked up about that, which is good to hear. He said,
and if
I read, what was it? I'd love to credit the writer. I don't remember right now, but they were saying he said to the writer, like one kid DM'd him and was like, "Hey, like I know you didn't mean it in this way, but that hurt, like that
with true malicious
to
intent, right?"
And
He's lying for the cameras.
and he
Sophie in the background. Come on, Soph. But
I will say though, no, I mean, for better or worse, he's clearly a guy that takes things to heart.
I put the muzzle on.
They don't have to do that. But yeah, what you were saying, Liam.
Yeah, no, I mean, for better or worse, he's clearly a guy that has rabbit ears. He sees stuff online. He takes it to heart.
Is that an expression?
Rabbit ears?
I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah. They stick up. They hear things.
I mean, I know what rabbit ears are. Liam, thanks.
Rabbit foot. They're lucky. I don't know. You should go on.
The rabbit's foot.
Yeah.
Impossible.
But no, he's clearly a guy that takes things to heart. And I do genuinely think he's learned something from it. And I do think
I hope he has.
And that's all you can hope for. Obviously, we don't know him, so we can't speak to him. But from everything he said and the way he carries himself, he's a guy that just tries to get better on and off the field.
And that is absolutely commendable. And if he takes time, opportunity to tell people like, okay, this is why, something like that, should be unacceptable, why I'm trying to learn, then that's not to keep saying the word commendable, but that's what it is. It's like, okay, like that's genuine, like trying to find a genuine place of understanding. And then on top of that, him trying to help people who might be going through some shit of their own. That's also very, very admirable, very honorable, and a good on Jaren Duran for all of that. Listen, again, the off the field stuff itself, but then on the field, it's been very, it's been great to see him blossom into the player that he is, to bring it back to on the field stuff. Because, 2022, listen,
quite a journey.
2022,
Quite a journey.
I am not too proud. I am not too proud to admit that I probably said some things online, heat of the moment, frustrated, that I look back on it like why am I saying that about a guy that I don't know in baseball? You know what I mean?
Right.
I absolutely probably played a role of that, and that's that's shitty of me. So to see him come out the other side, forget that as a player, like obviously he's flourished their All-Star game MVP. Just the fact that he's still here with us,
Right.
as a person, as a man, that's
what he's done on the field the last.
It's been a hell of a journey, and he
18 months.
should be proud of himself for that. And growing in all the ways that he can. It's good stuff to keep it real. We'll get back to the pot on Lansdowne talk.
Well, you know what?
Minute,
Speaking of, I have two things to say. First, I started the documentary. Netflix, I watched like 20 minutes of the first episode, and they showed the infamous Duran, over his head in center field. When they were talking to him.
Of course.
I did not realize. I know he's jacked, and he's always been jacked. He was like way skinnier. 2 years.
Oh yeah.
He looks.
Man.
Yeah. When did that happen? He was scrawny.
Probably sometime between 2022 and 2025,
right.
Jake.
Thanks, Fitz. Now, Fitz, to make you feel bad, I will say that as a person with suicidal tendencies myself, I and Fitz. No, I was gonna make a crude joke, Fitz, but I won't say it.
Well,
Should I say it?
No,
Should I say it?
no, because I don't want to actually have to edit it, because there have been astute listeners of the program will know that sometimes that will get thrown around, and I will put it hasn't been for a while, but I will throw the Steven Tyler ow over it.
Oh.
Because I think that edit is genuinely funny to have that in there as our censor. I think it's a funny bit, but also it's a serious topic. But since we're speaking about it candidly, then don't make the joke, please. I don't want to have to edit.
I'll go. No, I tweeted this, and I've had and still have suicidal tendencies and thoughts since I was like 18. And I always am like, I'm pressed, whatever. I think I'm fine. I'm comfortable enough talking about it. I'm an open book, but a lot of men specifically are not. Especially somebody that's like, Duran's pretty like a kind of the platonic ideal of like a macho, he's
There's a clip of him working on
Big,
the
strong
truck.
baseball
yeah,
player.
like the dude.
Like,
So I think
bailing out
it
his
is-
teammates.
Yeah, I think it is a big deal that he is so public about it. And it's like you said, it's a lot of. It seems like it did at least have an effect with that Samaritan program thing. Is it Samaritan? Is that what the line?
I
Yeah,
think
Samaritan's the
yeah.
organization.
Samaritans, yeah.
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 So that's great. And listen, I was one of the most critical. I was tap dancing when he didn't make the opening day roster in 2023. I was over the fucking moon. And I'm happy to eat crow on it. He was literally our best player last year. And he's been it's a hell of a journey. Even if you take out the mental journey he's been on, just like his evolution as a player is also crazy. We touched on it like really briefly a couple seconds ago, but like I don't know if I've ever been so out on an athlete to the point where I was like, I never wanted to see him on the Red Sox.
I
again, and now
tweeted that verbatim. I said I was like 100,000% out on him in 22.
He was
Owned
in
it, hand
Bobby
up.
Dahlbeck territory. Like even worse.
Oh, it
my
was
God,
it was
worse.
below
Way
Bobby
worse.
Dahlbeck for me.
Way worse.
at the time.
Yeah. If the MLB had a most improved, that's a great. The MLB should do a most improved. Are they the only major sport that doesn't have that? Who has it? NBA and NFL? Or no, NFL
NFL does?
has comeback.
They have
NFL
comeback
has
player of the
comeback.
Yeah. MLB like only has comeback. But yeah, no, you're
MLB
right.
would be a good. That'd be a good award. They should do that. But it would have been Duran's last year, I would say. So Jaron Duran, thumbs up from the POL boys, Jaron.
And from one PLL boy to another, Jake, I love you, buddy. I want,
We love
I want
you,
that on the
Jake.
record.
Yeah, all right.
I know it's fun. There's joke, but
Yeah, fuck off.
but genuinely, I love you, dude, and Liam, you're okay as well. But
Thanks, man.
no,
Fitz, who do you love more? Fitz, if we're both falling, you have to grab one. Who do you love more?
Well, you haven't caused the Red Sox to lose games in attendance.
Okay, that's fair.
So-
I think it would actually be a net positive if you let Liam fall.
I think Liam would at
Fair.
least understand that.
I think everyone would be happy.
Liam would be falling. I get it. I understand.
I get it now. It's fine. It's fine, guys. I'm going to therapy tomorrow. It's all good.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I love you too,
Yeah.
Liam.
We're mental health. We're mental health kings here on Lansdowne.
Absolutely. Yeah. Love on Lansdowne.
I
Wanna
can't
go to
sing
Pot
like
Off
Liam.
Lansdowne for a second?
I can't
I'm-
sing like Liam. That's true. I cannot sing like
Liam? Okay, Pot Off Lansdowne starts there. We'll do our regular songs of the week, but the songbird of the
the song of the
generation
week?
gets his own.
Yeah, that
own
is the song of the week.
Not
Imagine,
even
the Morning Brew edition.
not even imagine the Morning Brew edition. Just the one
Just my single line.
the one line of Liam singing here. I don't know if you could tell that I'm stalling to try to pull it up. You think I'm
do you have
stalling, Mindy?
I
from
can get it. You texted it to us.
I got it.
And good economy too. And good
It's good.
economy.
I'm
You
really
dig it?
carrying
If
that
I could,
low
if I
now.
be,
I'm really carrying that
if this
low.
is like if this is American Idol, like you buried it out of there with that economy, like you.
Yeah,
at
you gotta-
first, it was
you
a
On the
little
voice,
too
I'm
monotonous at the start, like
slamming the button on the
economy.
voice. Yeah.
Like good. I was like, ooh, I don't know about that, but then you went E2,
gotta
like
bring
oh,
up
that
a
was
little.
nice.
Gotta
You
show
do
'em
sound like
something.
Jigglypuff. You do sound like Jigglypuff.
Jigglypuff.
Yeah, you
I gotta
familiar?
go back and listen. I don't think I've listened to her sing in a long time.
Jigglypuff. That's
Sounds like you sound like Jigglypuff, Jay.
were you guys not Pokemon guys?
Not
Back
so
then?
much.
I
Not,
was.
not
I
nearly
haven't-
as much
the
as
anime.
you.
I can't say I remember.
I mean,
Jiggly's
yeah, I
voice,
still
though.
am, but yeah, Jigglypuff on the anime. She had a voice. She had a
Yeah.
special.
Liam has a voice as well.
Thank you.
Now
Thank you.
now
I'll
that
bring it
we're
out more often.
Now that we're at Pot Off Lansdowne territory, I've been
Chicken
itching. Okay, you know what? You guys want to talk about
No,
Chicken Jockey
I have nothing.
for like
to,
30
I have nothing to actually say.
Fine.
I haven't even seen the movie.
Can you talk for like 30 seconds about Chicken Jockey? Because then I have another Pot Off Lansdowne thing to talk about. But it
Okay.
requires me to pop off camera for a second. So
Yes,
can you
of
talk
course.
about Chicken Jockey for
Whoa.
a moment?
Yeah.
Sure.
Go.
All right, Liam. Do you
So
plan on
actually, yeah,
seeing
explain to me. No, I'm gonna wait for that one to
Oh, all right.
hit streaming.
What do you want me to do?
So
with my
what
video?
exactly is it? The chicken
Is what?
jockey.
It's a zombie riding a chicken.
A chick. That's it. That's all it is.
It's a baby zombie riding a chicken. That's it. That's it. That's a
it?
chicken.
And there's a
jockey,
lot
yeah.
of them.
No,
Are they, like,
I mean they're
powerful
rare.
or
They're pretty
something?
rare.
Oh, they're rare. Okay.
They're rare. Yeah,
So that's why it's a
rare
big
to-
deal that he's fighting.
Yeah,
them.
it's rare to see one in the game, for
Okay.
sure. Chicken jockey.
Are you guys ready?
Whoa, what's he doing?
Yeah,
down
I had
there?
to
I
put
guess.
my phone on the charger and do nothing else. But you're good?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
come on up. Come on up.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's over.
All right.
Jake's like, I'm out. I'm out.
Yeah, that's it for me.
Anything good happen to you guys today?
No.
I had a good day at work. My posts were popping, man. It was in
that's
my
great.
bag. Yeah.
That's great. You know who else was popping at work?
An Irish snake.
That guy being Mr. Motherfucking Declan Rice. I'll have
Did you
know.
actually get his jersey?
I fuck
Fits
yeah, I
fake-
did.
Fake Mick. Fake Mick.
No, boo.
Sound
Boo.
the alarm. Sound
The
the
105 million pound man, dude. Did you see the fucking free kicks today
I
against
saw the first
Real?
one. I didn't see.
Did you see the second one too?
Is that the one where they were all?
The one when
hands on
Mbappe
head.
was like, I have to admit that was a fucking screamer.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I saw. It was crazy.
Where it hit it literally in the corner, just hit the side netting.
Pinpoint.
For those only listening, I'm
Fitz, are
wearing
you-
an
Fitz,
Arsenal
are you-
jersey.
Are you at
It's-
all worried about the second leg?
I am. Famous last words that I'm about to say. I am. Let's call it 85% confident that we're going through. Arsenal
It's probably a good
in the
place to
quarterfinal of the Champions League. For fans who aren't aware, they beat Real Madrid, the reigning champions of Europe, in the Elite Eight of that tournament. Quarterfinal round, 3-0 in the first leg. Second leg is next Wednesday. I'm 85% confident. Listen, it's Madrid's tournament. It's Madrid's
Dude,
competition.
They scare me no matter what.
Their attack is crazy. Although, Caviar did okay for himself today, going against Mbappe. Rodrigo was put in MLS's fucking pocket today. That was wonderful. They can score 3 goals, but their defense, they just looked so spaced out today. I understand that 2 of our 3 goals came from 2 of the greatest free kicks I think I've ever seen Arsenal ever have, or just period. The first one with the fucking bend, the second with the placement. It was amazing by Declan. But we dominated that game. Completely dominated that game. I don't know if they're going to be able to keep a clean sheet. But since it's Real Madrid, they do crazy things in this cup.
There's devil magic there.
At the Bernabeu,
really
you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm pretty confident.
I think I'm pretty fine. As long as you go into next week healthy, man, you run out the same team. I like your chances.
Margaret Thatcher died 12 years ago today.
Thank God.
Do you know, Jake, I don't know if someone made an edit of this on Wikipedia, but what I saw on Twitter, and I didn't bother to double check this, but apparently.
Yeah. Oh, Big Justice was born on this day. That day. Yeah.
A little birdie told me it was Big Justice's birthday. And the fact that he was born in 2013 made me sick to my stomach.
Who's
AJ and Big Justice on Wikipedia.
Confirmed it is Big Justice's birthday.
Yo, what's up, Big Justice? It's FaZe, bro.
Born April 8th, 2013. Happy birthday, Big Justice. And
he must be born. He's not 12.
Margaret Thatcher died April 8th, 2013. Same day.
Wow.
Big Justice is he definitely born in 2013 though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. I would have guessed he was older than that. I guess that's why they call him Big Justice. He's big for 12 years old.
Because that's what he serves. That's why they call him Big Justice.
That's what he serves. And I don't mean he's like overweight, but he's actually he seemed quite tall as well.
We're bringing the boom to you.
The Rizzler. The Rizzler was in my city yesterday.
He was. Did he hit you up?
Nah, we're not like that.
No.
Listen, I love the Rizzler secured a bag from both of the New York teams because he threw up the first pitch again for the Mets.
No. Rizzler is a Mets fan.
Did you see him in the Booking.com commercial where he's wearing a Yankees robe?
No, is that true?
Mm-hmm. That Take Me Out to the Ball Game Booking.com commercial. He's doing the Riz face and he's wearing a Yankees robe.
No. That's sickening.
Listen, he's pitting those 2 fools against each other. That's fine with me.
Well, Big Justice is a Yankee guy.
Yes.
And Big Boom AJ. They're Yankees people, but that's tough to hear. I wish I didn't know that.
Adam brought up that Nintendo gave him a bag. I forget who tweeted it, but Jake, you may have actually retweeted it, but Nintendo making the Rizzler like a partner for the Switch 2. And someone pointed out, I was like, dude, imagine being 9 years old and being told that you're getting free Nintendo stuff. Like, that's amazing.
I know. Dude, and you know what? That's going to save him a pretty penny.
And that's
those
amazing.
Yeah. That's going to save the
God,
Riz.
it really is.
Yeah.
He's getting the best deal out of anybody.
I'll still be eating that garbage Nintendo. Thank you very much. I'll pay whatever you want, Daddy.
It'd be cheaper to fly over to Japan and buy one there.
Did you see the tweet that was like they should run claw machines just outside of U.S. waters, that you would pay $450 for unlimited claw machine attempts, and then once you get it, the tariff wouldn't apply or something?
I did not see that.
Make it a game. Earn it.
I'll probably wait like a year and a half, maybe 2 years to get a Switch 2. Let's build out that Nintendo GameCube NSO library a little bit. Let's get a 3D plumber platformer back in there.
Fitz, you'll be waiting a long time because the rumors are that the Donkey Kong game was made by the Odyssey team.
Yes, I heard that as well.
So I don't know. You might have to wait in a while for that plumber game.
And also, like, not for nothing, GTA 6 is coming out towards the fall, winter. That's going to occupy a lot of time.
That's old hat.
It's literally not old hat. It's a new GTA game.
GTA's old hat.
It's literally.
Sorry if that offends.
You've played one, you've played them all.
You know what? Jake,
Jake,
you say to Liam, talk to me in July, talk to me in November when that sells a gazillion units.
I'm not claiming that it's not going to do well. For me personally, like, I'll buy it eventually and I'm sure I'll play it, but like, I don't know what it is. GTA, it doesn't hit the same once you're like not 15 or 16.
like SNL.
I feel like it's like a high schooler. That's such a high school game. Fuck
Jake's like
yeah.
Elon Musk. They made you shoot cops, and he put the controller down.
Yeah, right. Right. I couldn't even drive by the strip club in the game. I got anxiety. No, I don't know. I mean, I probably have
the
300
Smithers
to
picture with his
400
eyes
hours.
over.
I probably have 400 hours in GTA 4 or GTA 5. I mean, but I just like, I don't know. I don't know. I thought I'd be more excited for. I guess it doesn't help that it's been 12 years. I've lived.
They also they only have
lived
the
half
one
my life
Tom
since
Petty
the last
trailer.
game.
Like once they start releasing new things.
No,
they'll be
I
like,
know,
"Oh."
I know. I'm just. Video games take too long to come out, man. That shit is disgusting. 12 years. Fuck off. They made
I'll keep drinking that garbage.
They made GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas in like 3 years. Those 3 games came out inside of 3 years. That
And I
takes 12
understand
years.
developers are on crunch, and that's not designers' fault or anything like that. That comes from the tippity top, but they're
Well, the
on the
whole
crunch
gaming
already.
industry
It takes
is
a long time to develop
unsustainable.
these games, which I get, and then they come out with like day 0 and day 1 patches. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just the nature of
Yeah. Lee, you're not much of a gamer yourself, are you?
No, it's been a long time.
I like gaming.
What?
Always have.
it. I do too. Mm-hmm.
Ever since I was a boy, I had my boyhood GameCube.
Yeah. PS2
Very
for me.
passionate.
I still blow that dust off that bad boy from time to time. I'm grinding on the show right now with my Diamond Dynasty team, hoping to get that 88 Poppy soon.
Poppy's only
Part of the
88?
Last Ride set, Jake. The Last Ride.
Poppy's only an 88?
Well, this version, like they'll come out with a 99
Which
Poppy
year?
later in the year, but they're like
Which,
that. The
Which
best
card
card.
is it? Like, is
What
it
year
a
is
certain,
it?
Is it a certain Ortiz year?
2016.
And he's an 88.
I
don't know
understand.
about that.
Fuck off.
I don't know
Fuck
about
off.
that.
I'm out.
I know he didn't.
I'm
I know
out.
he didn't have any legs, but wasn't he like
Y'all not
second in
fucking-
the? He was like
Jake, y'all
second
not-
in the AL in OPS or
Get him
was
out.
he?
Get him out.
Y'all not fucking with progression creep? Huh? Like, listen, like you
know
can't
what those-
release
those words are
99s
in
off
the
the rip
Bible.
right away. I get it. They'll make a signature series Poppy in a couple of months or something like that. It will all be fine. 99 overall. Manny was one of the first inning rewards. He was an 88 based off of his 07 postseason. But that's just progression creep, fellas.
He was an 88
part of
off
the
his 0. He hit like 11. His OPS was like 1100 in the 07 postseason. He was
First inning.
supercharged.
It's funny you say supercharged because that is a MLB The Show feature that they have. They supercharge the live series cards.
Like Alex Bregman, I'm sure will be supercharged this week.
Yeah, as AL Player of the Week. You know what I mean? They'll bump him up to I think he's like an 82 in
That's crazy.
Diamond Dynasty.
No,
But yeah,
that's,
dude,
yeah,
like
I mean,
Shohei,
that's a little-
Shohei's
that's a
what,
little
like
low,
a
I suppose.
93 live series card or something like
Manny,
that?
I just wanted to fact check myself right quick. Manny in
Are you thinking
2007.
08 or 07?
No, I'm thinking he wasn't even on the Red Sox in 08. Yeah.
I mean, he still had.
Brought up in the YouTube chat, they gave 2021 Devers a 90. Do you think 2021 Devers is better than 2016 Ortiz? No, I don't.
Hell no. Hell no. That's crazy.
But again, they
I'm
know okay,
questioning
that's
the
gonna
integrity
be
of
that's
these
gonna be
ratings.
Devers' highest rated card of the year unless he's the finest player for the Red Sox this year, which they'll release that at the end of the season.
Manny hit. Well, it won't give me the fucking averages.
They'll
but
give Poppy a 99.
I can figure this out. His OPS was like 1,200 with 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. That's in the play. Manny had 10 RBIs in the 2007 ALCS. Nobody better.
Yeah, 7 games.
That's my goat, man.
His
RBIs.
swing is so sweet in the show this year too. It's wonderful. I'm so glad to have my king back in there.
10 RBIs in one series is crazy.
He was so good, dude.
I'm staring at
good.
us right now. That's That's crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
he was special. 9 walks to 5 strikeouts.
Oh my God.
Nobody like him, man.
YouTube chat sounds like an 88 to me. I don't know. Oh man. Shout out the show though. It's fun. You can build a good team with no money spent.
Shout out Manny Ramirez.
Shout out Manny Ramirez as well.
What would you guys
So-
guess his career OPS is?
Manny's career OPS.
Yeah.
He's one of the best goddamn right-handed hitters I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna say,
Sure is.
I don't know, 11.
and it was like so good for so long. Not did you say 1,200?
You said 1100.
It's not that high. I'll tell
high?
you right now.
What, 950?
I was gonna say 980.
Career was 996.
My God,
Yeah,
that's a base per at bat. Essentially, he would average a base per at bat.
Oh man, he was special. He won the Silver Slugger every year from 1999 to 2006.
Oh no, that's not a base. That'd be if it was just slugging. Never mind. What the fuck am I talking about? That's not OPS. Point is, it's still really fucking good. But no, yeah, he was special.
His free agent year, his last year on Cleveland, his OPS was 1154.
That's crazy.
What a player!
And then Duquette was like, "Yeah, I would like him on the team. I would like him very much here."
His contract in certainly in Red Sox history.
Yeah, I
For
don't know
my
what
money.
what other one
For Jake's
JDM, but
money.
think of Manny. Those
I was like one great year. Manny did that 8 times or 7 times.
Exactly.
That season.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't think anything else comes close.
No.
JD did it a couple of times. Maybe not like the pinnacles of that, but he had a couple damn good years.
JD was a first half merchant. I'll say it.
No, 18 he was great the whole year.
Oh, 18 he was phenomenal.
But 19 and 21 it was mostly his first half. And
He
then
loved
20 he
May.
was
He loved
awful.
his maze.
And 22 he was mid. So
22, I thought he was cooked, man. I thought he
yeah, I
and
did
Eovaldi
too.
were both
Good for him for
hanging
not.
out to dry.
Did he retire or is he waiting until somebody needs a DH?
JD, I don't think he's officially retired. I feel like we would have
no,
heard
he's
about
still
that.
out there.
Okay.
He was fine with the Mets last year, right?
Yeah, he was. I think he's probably just
He
waiting
still
for a
hit, like,
tender.
30 home runs with the Dodgers the year before, right?
Yeah.
27.
And then they signed Ohtani.
His OPS
That's tough
his
way to
OPS
lose your
yeah.
job.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
His OPS is 136. Sorry, you can't come back.
On in LA that year?
Yeah. OPS
really?
893, OPS plus 136, 27 home runs. Or no, 33.
Yeah,
home
he
runs,
was still
103
105
RBIs.
last year. He was still a good.
That was fucking
Hell of a staff from
crazy.
Jonah here. Not counting active players, only Barry Bonds has a higher career OPS than Manny since integration.
That's insane.
I wouldn't
God.
have said Manny, but that's special.
He's you think one? Well, this is a much larger conversation. Manny's got to be like
What,
the
Manny
third
in the Hall?
steroid era guy to get in the Hall if it ever happens.
I'd
After
still-
Bonds,
What, you
he
think
would
they
get
go
my vote.
Bonds, Clemens,
Gen-
then Manny?
Red Sox.
yeah, right. Like
Red Sox affinity aside, I would still vote
Yeah.
Manny Ramirez. People are like, well, he got popped. I'm like, yeah, he got popped in like
He's the
he got
greatest
popped
right-handed
twice.
hitter of all
He got-
time.
He got popped twice, and that's stupid. But like, that was
three
the very
strikes
tail
are
end of
out.
his career
Fitz,
when he was
Fitz. 3 strikes. 3 strikes. are out.
the what Hall of Fame? Oh, the baseball
Yeah.
Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 strikes. Yeah.
Oh, A-Rod. I forgot about A-Rod too.
Yeah, A-Rod should be in as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
A-Rod would get my vote.
Yeah. All right. Hey,
There's your 4. There's your steroid Mount Rushmore.
Manny, I don't know, 2
A-Rod
rings.
ro-
Manny has 2 rings. A-Rod ring culture. A-Rod has 1. Ooh, ring culture.
When are they
So
going to
I'm
retire Clemens' number? I'm ready to
Never.
start pissing and shitting over it.
Never.
And I have been for a while.
What do you think they retire next officially, like with ceremony? I don't know.
That's a good question.
They'll never get 49 out again. I don't think.
No.
I think because
That's why it's like, just fucking retire it.
Would they do
Yeah.
24 to just keep with Manny? Because they have
No,
Dewey
Price-
with their
They
Price
should, do it
wore
for, they
it.
should do it twice. They should
Price
do it for
wore
Evans
it.
and Manny.
right, or yeah, just like
You
have
pull
that.
a, you pull
it's
a
just
Bill
24
Dickey
night.
and Yogi Berra.
I've always thought that would be cool if they did both of those guys.
Yeah, retire twice. It'd be awesome.
Get
And invite
Price
David.
can-
David Price.
Yeah,
holds
fuck
all
it.
the
He can come.
cards.
He does
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
all the cards. That's true.
They don't win the World Series in 18 without him that fall.
Let him come. Let him. Yeah. Let him have. A fun
Does
night
one
on the
specific
town.
guy define 24? No, but I think you could make that like a fun part of it. People contend that Dewey should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So
You know?
I don't understand. What are we doing?
I like that. They should do that. We got to get in someone's. Oh, Josh Winkowski's entering the game. TV off. I'm so fucking pissed he's back up. One of my least favorite
For
pitchers.
Bob Stock too, Big Bob.
Wink
5-1
is
now. Jesus.
without a doubt in my bottom 5 Red Sox pitchers ever. I think I can't stand watching him.
Right down there with Diekman for you.
Diekman, Kenley,
Oh, Diekman. We'll always have that inning in the Bronx.
Diekman. Oof, that's great. Maybe I'll work on that for next week. My bottom 5 Red Sox pitchers of my life.
Just after we were
23
talking about how these
He was
baseball
special.
players are humans, like Jake is like, yeah, here's my top 25 most hated players ever.
Kenley's the only one I don't feel any sort of bad for shitting all over him. Just like by all
Just
accounts, kind of
just went home, picked up.
by
the
all
last
accounts,
week,
like kind of a shitty dude. I received it was 2, now 3 different messages on Twitter today saying how excited they are for me to reach the episode where Kenley fucks off. I guess like multiple Red Sox are like, yeah, kind of a vibe killer, like not really fun to
Ooh.
be around. So that's
Yeah, that
awesome.
sucks.
Can't wait.
That's not shocking, but
Song of the week?
That's all I got, I guess. Oh my god, song of the week.
yeah.
Liam,
I'm
Liam's-
surprised we got 90
Emoji of the week
4 games still.
is
All right.
back to basics. Just a baseball. Just a
Wow,
baseball.
okay.
Boo, boo.
Do you have a better one,
my-
Liam?
Do a mask,
Hold on,
do a mask for the
do-
Wally head. A mask for the Wally head.
Do they have a
like
mask
those,
emoji?
those arts.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
like
like the
the
arts, like
happy
the
and
comedy,
frowning
and,
one?
the comedy and
The
drama.
cinema.
Happy and
Yeah.
sad. It's comedy and drama fits, pal.
Yeah, for the Wally head. Give us
Fine.
a
Oh, the
mask.
There you
happy
go.
and sad mask.
Mr. Artiste over here yelling at me.
My song of the week.
Renaissance man.
My song of the week is off the Carter 2, "Money on My Mind" by Lil Wayne. Due to that David Ortiz Instagram story with John Henry, I was laughing at for like 15 minutes. Good money on my mind. That's just a great song, and that is my song of the week.
Liam?
Okay, I'm up. I'm going with, in honor of our great friend, Jaron Duran, Timeless by The Weeknd. It's his walk-up song this year. So
That's a good one.
there you have it. There you have it.
I was gonna do this song last week. I'll do it this week. We got sidetracked with the chicks polls that we had. I got looped into that. Sometimes we have a themed one. Sometimes we don't.
Be a leader, Fitz. Don't have to be a follower.
But
Money
I,
on my mind.
but listen, it was a great chicks. Their cover Landslide is excellent, and I don't regret it.
Better than
And I knew I needed a song for this week, so I'm pulling out. When we were in Baltimore, I tweeted out just the words Charlie Morton, and it was the live version at the Tiny Desk, NPR Tiny Desk of "Outstanding" by the Gap Band with the Kevin Garnett Nets footage in the back. That's a great video.
Yeah.
So my song of the week is
that's good.
"Outstanding" by the Gap Band. What a fucking song that is. And Christy, the full 6-minute version, not the single cut version, the full 6-minute version, 6 minutes and change, however long it is.
What did Wink do?
Outstanding.
The bases are loaded one out.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh,
Should I tweet this? Should I tweet that video? Just say
field
Josh
destroyed.
Witkowski and said,
2 outs, 1 run.
so people.
6-1.
Sophie just sent me this. This is where I was at on. This is funny. This is where I was at on Jaron Duran on August 7th, 2022. Ready for this one?
Oh no!
Oh, boy.
Heavens!
Oh no.
Strongly concerning just calling the FBI and telling them Duran's there on January 6th. At best, he's gone
far from-
forever. At worst, he probably misses a game for questioning.
Now look at him.
I will
now.
be honest. I did.
Look at him
I
now.
have looked back at mine before at Duran, and there were several where I go, Jaron Duran, you are a Colorado Rocky, or Jaron Duran, you are an Anaheim Angel.
No,
So-
no Guangdong Tiger or what?
No.
Or Hanshin
I
Tiger.
don't-
Excuse
I don't
me.
know if that was in vogue yet, but we were
Okay.
close.
I apologize. What's the team to say a guy's going to be on?
It's
if he
Wangdong
goes-
Tigers. Don't
Okay,
overthink.
yeah.
I know.
Isn't
I
that,
know.
that's a
It's,
basketball team.
I know. The answer is still Wangdong Tigers.
What's I'm trying to think. Liam, what's like a Yamamori Giant? I feel like I see that one
Nah,
sometimes.
the Giants are actually good though. That's a respectable franchise.
What about the
We should
Hanshin
We'll
Tigers?
send him to like the. We'll send him to the Rakuten monkeys in the CPBL. You're not even going to Japan or Korea. You're headed to Taiwan, buddy. They've got like
What?
4 teams in their
All right,
league.
hold on. Here are the KBO teams right now. Oh, the Doosan Bears.
Monterey Lion.
Oh, Monterey Lion. That's a good one. Yeah, who was Bauer playing with? Like the El Diablo.
Hiroshima Carp. I mean, you could do.
What's the-
There were some
Nippon,
fun
that's
minor
what it
league
is.
teams, but like that's domestic, you know. So
Yeah.
No, you
like
can't
that's
you can't
fun.
send a guy to
I mean,
America.
we did get Alec Manoah in like the Gulf Coast League last year, which
Yeah.
was phenomenal.
a
can't-
Rakuten Golden Eagle.
Willie Mopena, proud alum of the Rakuten Golden Eagles. I'll have
Hey,
you.
Nice.
I think Rusney played a season there after he left Pawtucket.
The Bay Stars is one Trevor Bauer's team.
Oh yeah,
The
Yokohama.
Tokyo Yakult Swallows. All right.
Buddy.
Oh, I think that big third baseman plays for the Swallows, if I'm not mistaken.
The one that's going to be a
Murakami?
Dodger next year.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, replace
Yeah,
Max Muncy.
Yeah, I was gonna.
There
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Is
Yeah,
Muncy a
Muncy's-
free
Muncy's
agent?
gone.
Free agent? Free
I
agent?
think
Free
so.
agent? Free agent?
DJ Jake Wallinger
Did we
coming
get
at
it?
you.
Oh, that's great.
We got it.
I thought we.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? The chat going, let's go, DJ J.
I can't believe it. I thought.
It's so great because you never know what's
at
gonna
the end of
happen.
the year, we're gonna clip them all together. It'll be like who was that DJ that would put together the mix in like the late aughts, early 2010s? You guys know what I'm talking
Big
about.
booty mix?
Yeah, I was gonna say the big booty mix.
Is that what I'm thinking of?
That's
Oh,
two
well, that was
friends, I
later
believe.
than that. That was like 2010.
Yeah, that was like mid to late 2010s. That
Yeah.
started when I was in college. Skrillex.
No.
Drop the bass.
Old Man Liam? Who are you talking about, Old Man Liam?
Hold on.
Nat King Cole?
Oh, DJ Earworm, United States of Pop, 2009.
Oh my
That
God,
is.
you're old.
I don't even
God,
remember that
you're
at
old.
all.
If you played it, Fitz, you'd recognize it. It's a banger.
I was
A lot
in.
of Black Eyed Peas.
I was in
Great.
4th grade.
Jesus Christ.
You were in 4th grade in 2009.
2009?
Box.
No, I guess I was in 5th grade.
Ugh.
Or no, I was a freshman in 2013. Fall 2013 was my freshman year.
Of high school. So fall 2013, I was a senior.
Yeah, that was my freshman year of college.
Oof.
Sometimes I forget that Jake is a mere zygote.
I
Liam.
know.
I mean, we're adults now, like mid to late
Kinda prob-
20s. That
kind of problematic that I'm
the difference
that I'm
is
friends with
marginal. Yeah, problematic
Age
age gap in
Problematic
podcasting,
age
right?
gap.
Age gap discourse on Lansdowne.
Where's Sam Sheehan when you need him to talk about problematic age?
you. We're gonna
gap
get Sam
discourse?
on. We're gonna get Sam
We need
on
Sam
here,
on. We do.
when the playoff.
We do.
Basketball.
Sam's
playoffs
interacted more with the podcast. We love Sam.
Oh,
we love
Adam.
start. Yeah, he hates Liam too. He's
Sam's
tier
the
1
new
Liam hater.
Yeah, it's Wally and then it's Sam.
Yes.
Yeah, Adam in the chat graduating high school in 2020. That's not
Fuck
real.
20. Ugh.
I'm locking you up, buddy. That's
Yeah.
made up.
Fuck that big time.
Like
Boomers
Big
on
Jeff
Lansdowne,
being
that
born in
hurts.
2016 or 2013.
Is this the longest pot off Lansdowne we've ever done?
It's pretty long.
I feel
I'm
like we
surprised
finished.
got this far. We had
we're
4
just-
episodes or
Yeah,
four,
we're just
four
kinda-
games to cover in this
We're
episode,
just kind of chilling right
and
now.
that was it.
Yeah.
It's been good. Boys are chilling.
Boys are all buzzing.
Next week. So what do we got? The White Sox this weekend.
We do. Yeah, on the south side.
Oh, actually, yeah, I gotta look at this.
Oh, do we go to Tampa after that? I think.
Talk about tariffs. I touched on
No.
that. Pretty bad.
Yeah, White Sox, then Tampa, and then White Sox.
White Sox
Marathon
again.
weekend.
I will be there
Shit,
Easter
the Bruins
Sunday.
are winning 7-2.
Hey, that boy Fitz. He has risen.
He is. That's right. Yes.
My mom keeps texting me, "You coming home for Easter?" Mom, it's marathon weekend. I'm sorry.
Wait, what
Jesus
day are you guys
saves
going to
and
the game?
Walker Buehler gets charged with the loss. So, no.
I mean,
Fitz, you're
I'm
going
sure
to game
I'll
on
be
Easter
at least
Sunday?
at 3 or 4.
I am going to the game on Easter Sunday with Missy Mopena. Yes.
Okay, I gotta get up there.
Where you guys sitting? I'll come
I
over.
think.
Where was
I think
Mabel?
right field.
Behind me?
Right center field.
Nice.
What did you hold?
I'll be in
her
the
up?
Truly Terrace.
My
We'll see
head
you
was down.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
May, come here.
I would try to go downstairs and get Marshall, but I think he is he's winding down for the night. Hopefully, he's winding down for the night. Been a
Big
while since
M?
we've had Marshall. Yeah, been a while since we've had
Big
the
M.
boy on the
We got the big M and the little M.
Yeah.
big end. Yeah.
Fitz, are you going to go to that Bark in the Park on May 4th in Worcester?
I think that's like a fucking Tuesday, isn't it?
Nope, sure isn't. It's a Sunday.
Not. Did Woo Sox, friends with the Woo Sox? I'm sure they could hook that. Don't they have like a Bark at the Park like every Tuesday or every Wednesday this year? I thought I saw that, but May 4th,
I don't know, but
potentially.
should we get the good doctor on the phone?
We definitely
Look it
should.
up.
Hook us up.
We should just have him back on the show again. Just
Yeah,
even-
why? You're right.
too.
Fuck it.
Even if we're not
Yeah.
shaking him down for favors, we should just have him back on.
Yeah, Bark
you
in
know?
the Park, Sunday, May 4th. You sit on the berm with your pup, a pre-game dog parade around the warning track, a Woo Sox branded dog item. Ooh, okay.
Why are the
We've
Woo
been
Sox on the
socializing
plate
Marshall pretty well with other dogs, but I don't know if Marshall's ready for that step yet.
All right, well, there's
that
all one in July.
depends on when is it in July?
I don't know, 20th.
20th. Is that when I'm at a bachelor party? It might be.
Oh my God, always something with this guy.
Mr. Popular over here, clearly right now. Gotta go to Nashville one weekend in July. Gotta go on a
Guys,
bachelor party.
is there any connection to Worcester from The Great Gatsby? Because they're having a Great Gatsby night on Thursday in the Will.
Not that I can remember Old Sport.
Yeah, I got nothing. I looked it up. Scott Fitzgerald's not from Worcester. He didn't die in Worcester. The book takes place on Long Island. It's not adding up.
Maybe the green light was in Worcester.
Maybe. It was Smiley. Green Smiley.
What was the name of the doctor? The eye doctor? Like eyes always watching. when you get yelled
Woofster,
at.
actually. His name was Woofster.
Yeah, it was Dr. Woofster. Yes.
Dr. Woofster. Daisy, what? Fuck, Clara? Is that her name?
Clara
Yeah.
Barton.
That
yeah.
was Daisy's friend was Clara,
Yeah.
and Roberto was
Is
I don't
Roberto
know.
Nick Carraway?
Roberto was the fucking fireworks in the.
We need that flag, by the way.
In the gift, that's always the
Yeah. You ever seen that
Of
movie? It's
Leo?
not very good.
No, it's not. I was
I have
really
not.
excited when it came out because I just read
And
it.
it got that Jay-Z song, the I jack, I rob, I sin. I'm Jack.
that is not
Robinson.
from that movie, is it?
I'm
Not
I'm
originally.
pretty
Maybe it
sure
was
it's-
used in the movie, but it wasn't made for that movie. I don't think. Brooklyn, we go hard. No.
Jay-Z, I jack, I rob.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Fitz. I
said-
do
It,
think
it,
they
it
were
may
all
have
stuff.
been used in the
Oh,
movie.
no,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that-
It's
Baz,
not. It was
Baz
on.
was in his bag. That's
it
like
was,
peak Baz.
It was produced by Kanye West. I believe that.
Botsy, Roberto face down in a
Oh
pool.
no, it was no. that song was in, believe it or not, 42.
Also
That-
not
that
made
makes
for that
sense.
movie though, because that song came out before 42.
Yeah, no, I know, but that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. The Great
Makes sense.
Jay-Z
Brooklyn, we go
song,
hard. Yeah.
Jay-Z, $100 Bill. That's the Jay-Z song that was in Great Gatsby. Right?
Where's that fucking Jay-Z tweet?
Oh, wait, no, sorry. Several Jay-Z songs. Oh, no, just that one. Tobey Maguire in that movie.
I'm not ending this episode until I find this Jay-Z tweet.
I jack,
Is it
I
from
rob.
Jay-Z or about Jay-Z?
It's about
I see.
Jay-Z. I'm gonna fuck it up, but it's something along the lines of like,
Jay-Z's not old, right? No, he wasn't around. when Brooklyn
it's
died.
like, Liam, you might know it's a girl at a bar clearly trying to flirt with me. Oh my God, these are your glasses? How do you see out of these? And he goes, me just drunk enough to try my Jay-Z voice. Yeah, fuck with your boy. Something
You're the
Never
one I
seen
like
that.
as kid.
Never seen that.
I would like to solve the puzzle. Do you know that one?
I do know that one.
Yup. Have you seen that one, Fitz? You know that one of Jay-Z
I don't
on
know
Wheel
that
of
one, but-
Fortune? I would like to solve the puzzle.
Well, if we're talking about
Yup.
if we're talking about Jay-Z online anecdotes, the Helicopter Addict lyrics are amazing as well. You know
Fuck is
Helicopter Addict?
What the hell is that, Fitz?
Jay-Z, helicopter addict. Here are the lyrics. I'm addicted to buying unbelievably expensive custom helicopters. Parentheses. Yeah. In a brief moment of lucidity, I went to the helicopter dealership and told them, do not, under any circumstances, sell me more helicopters. I was back there a half hour later, wearing a fake mustache, and I said, hello, gentlemen. I am Ray-Z, a man you have never met before. Give me 10,000 helicopters covered in diamonds.
What is this? These are tweets?
It's the lyrics to Helicopter Addict by Jay-Z.
Oh, right. Okay. Of course.
Of course. Of course.
I'm gonna.
Yep.
Yep.
It's your
my
boy.
Let's try to game this out. Girl flirting with me. Drunk Jay-Z voice Twitter. Hope to God we find it. There it is. Haha.
Yep.
Girl at party. Can I try out
you
your
retweet
glasses? Haha. Wait, your vision is so bad. Me, just drunk enough to try out my Jay-Z impression, but too drunk to know she's hitting on me. Shit, it's the Rock in the building.
The Rock is in the building. I think that's my favorite Jay-Z
Yeah, that's a good
ad-lib.
one.
Rappers don't ad-lib like they used to. That's something we've lost time, I feel.
Oh, Atlanta
Last part.
rappers do. They ad-lib every other line. It's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like
Migos,
Pusha T?
when they were in their bag?
Yeah. Well, one of them is dead now, so I don't know if that's...
I know, I understand. But like Quavo, would still do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, Rick Ross. Oh.
Quick, top 5 signature ad-libs.
All right, Pusha T is 1.
Ugh.
Yeah. Rick Ross is 2.
Oh.
I mean, might be a faux pas, but Kanye was the
Yeah.
yeah. That was a great one. 4. I'm trying to. I mean, Chance the Rapper, that like squeak thing he did was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever happened there? R.I.P.
Yeah. That is
The
real
big
whatever
day.
happened.
That's what happened.
That's a
That,
real
Ooh, I love my
garbage.
wife. I love my wife. Go to the beach
Garbage
and play with a
album.
beach ball. Who else? What about
E40.
Gulp.
That wasn't a good.
Gulp.
That's like what it is. That's what. Look at that.
yeah?
No respect for E40 on this pod. Then that's.
Favorite
I
rapper
like
ad-lib.
I didn't claim it was a good
And it's just
E40
Disney
impression, but
characters.
that's kind of what he does.
Zoinks.
I mean, Jay-Z, I guess. He has many good ones. It's your boy. I'm looking at a list right now.
Best
Oh,
ad-lib.
Travis. I don't like this personally, but Travis
up.
Scott's. Yeah, it's lit. Those are pretty iconic.
I do like that one.
Oh man. 2 Chains.
Oh, that's a great
Oh,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably on my list.
And again, Migos had like 20 of them. Like ice. Like,
2 Chains.
skirt. Like. Oh, 21. People are gonna say 21 Savage. But 21. 21. Make the stallion the like that's a good one.
Yeah, that's good too. Wow, we're really going on this one.
We're deep in our bag now.
We're
So
an
yeah,
hour
ad-lib.
53. Can we get to 2?
Yeah, why not? Fuck. What
Hey,
else,
we
what
got
else
3
got?
outs left.
What
Might
else
as
we
well.
got?
I don't want to tune in.
Oh my god, the game is still on.
This laptop's also dying like on here. There's I got 14% left on that.
All right, Sox only need 5 runs. Yep. It's your boy.
Fuck with your boy.
Want to just ad lib for another 7 minutes?
For the true prayer.
keep- Yeah. Fitz, did you watch the Goofy movie documentary?
It's already out.
It came out yesterday. Yeah.
I have not watched it. I might watch that before the Red Sox Netflix one.
I didn't either.
It's called Priorities, folks.
Whoa.
Fitz, are you gonna go to the Goofy movie celebration thing? Sent you?
So I appreciate you sending that along to me. I don't-
Oh wow! Yeah.
I hope I'll be able to go to that.
What's the Boston date?
It's sometime in August. I don't remember off the top of my head.
If the New York one is, because it's, you know what spooked me? It said New York metro area not New York City.
That could be.
It could be
Hackensack.
anywhere.
You know what I mean? That could be.
So if it's not at all convenient, I'll just come to the Boston one, and we'll go together.
Adam goes, "What's everyone's thoughts on Green Day winning 0 Grammys a few months ago?"
Yeah, Adam,
Was
I'm
that the
straight,
album?
man. I'll be straight, man. I didn't think about that at all.
What was the Saviors? Was the name of that album? I didn't give it a full spin, but one of those singles was all right on it. Better than that one that they came out with like 5 years ago. That was a dog shit album.
Ha ha ha. Yep.
It's your boy.
I would like to solve the puzzle. Hold on, let me put that TikTok up.
That one does kill me.
Yep.
Straight up.
My tummy is in shambles right now.
You're God's bravest soldier, though. You're hanging in there.
Ooh. Jay-Z, I would like to solve.
To solve the puzzle? Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle. Go ahead. Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle. Yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. That one was meta.
Posted an alt.
Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle. Go ahead.
Wait, no. Sorry.
You're finding like edits of this.
Yeah. I can't
You're
find. Ha ha ha. Yep.
Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle. Go ahead. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I like to solve the puzzle. Go ahead. Yep.
That's right. Yeah. You guys wheelheads? I'm not much of a wheelhead myself. more
I'm
of
a Jeopardy man.
Yeah, I'm a Jep head.
Wheel of Fortune is the
I
simple
saw
man's game.
a great TikTok once. I forgot what it is, but it was like Jeopardy. That's like the left-right divide in America. Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
It takes actual skill to thrive at Jeopardy.
No, like, well, you that, but well, I don't know. Wheels can be hard sometimes. But
Oh, I guess the letter. Is there an M? Nope. Oh, like. Vanna White, best job in the world.
That'd be good for an
just get a
off-season
fit
thing.
off and walk back and forth on the stage. That's a hell of a fucking gig.
Vanna White's had that gig for damn near 40 years.
I'm saying, yeah, damn good gig.
Great gig too. Great gig.
Seacrest will have that one.
You work for
Long
like
seat,
3 weeks a year.
as long as he wants.
Yep.
We got to do the pop culture Jeopardy thing as a team if they ever bring that back. We were gonna
Yeah.
apply as a podcast.
We should do our
we
own
blew it.
off-season episode idea. Red Sox Jeopardy. We live stream it.
Yeah.
We need to bring
Who
in a
makes
fourth.
it? Who makes it?
Well, that's why we need to break in a. We need to bring in a fourth.
to
we
to
need
make
to-
it
we
and
need
then
to
host
outsource
it.
it.
Makara
Yeah.
used to do that. He did the,
Yeah.
the Crossing State Lines one.
That's true.
Commissioned
What's
him
a
to
good
make us
pun? Can we think of a good pun? Or no?
What for Red Sox Jeopardy?
Yeah. Let's think. Jeopardy. No, I got nothing.
Not right now. Like Tribeca
No,
on
we
Lansdowne.
won't
that
go
doesn't
with
work.
we won't go with Jeopardy. For fear of trademark violation, we'll go with categories on Lansdowne.
This is categories on Lansdowne.
What is on Lansdowne?
Ooh, okay.
What
I'm getting
is
somewhere.
what is I don't know.
What is Lansdowne?
True daily double. Yeah, what is all right. True daily doubles on Lansdowne?
There's something there, Fitz. Double.
Someone help us out. It doubles. It's a baseball thing.
Yeah. It's true.
Instead of Johnny Gilbert announcing you could get Johnny Gomes. So
Ken
this
Jennings.
this is Jeopardy here.
Is there
my
a?
Johnny
I feel like
Gomes
Jennings.
impression.
There's definitely a reliever with the last name Jennings. But who am I forgetting?
Dude, it's 9:30. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me. Baseball
Desmond
reference.
Jennings.
Desmond
He was an out-
Jennings.
He was an
wow.
he was an outfielder.
Dan Jennings. Who's this cat? Oh yeah.
It was Dan Johnson. I remember him.
Dan Jennings was a reliever. I don't know where I pulled that out of. He played on some shit teams, but I think that's who
poor
I was
guy.
thinking of. Desmond Jennings. That's a fucking name. Desmond Jennings was kind of the truth for like 2 seasons.
Hey, bases
Yeah.
loaded, no out.
Wow, really? For us?
Oh, first and second. No, I thought it was already at first and second. Then Campbell hit a single to load the bases. I thought it didn't update yet, so never mind.
Okay,
Fits.
that's less exciting.
Jennings Poindexter played in 1936 for the Sox. There's a man named
Oh, hell yeah.
Alamazoo Jennings. What a fucking name that is. I remember the Alamazoo.
Kalamazoo? Double play. Terrific.
Oh, my stream's
Oh,
behind
really?
then.
Oh,
Romy-
my God.
Romy double play?
Fucking
Yeah,
Romy.
we double play. Oh, good thing
He
you.
was a
good
righty
thing
on the mound.
Yeah, no, they had to get. No, they had to get him in the lineup though.
There's a righty on the mound as we live in
I
dream.
actually like Romy. I feel bad that I'm like bagging on the
Yeah,
guy,
right?
but I don't
Shout
know.
out Romy.
I don't know why we're treating him like he's like some super talent sitting on the bench. Like he's a good bench player. That's what the bench is for.
Yeah, right back at him.
Nah, Romy's got to get in the lineup though, because
Should we just stay for the? Should we
You
just
ain't
stay
no
for the
Michael
27th
Jordan.
out, and then we'll sign off.
Yeah,
Shout out
I
to the
mean-
true perverts staying along for this. Let's.
Do you guys
Let's,
remember the guy that jumped into or climbed into Fenway in 20 and started screaming at Michael Chavis, "Hey, 23,
of course.
you ain't Michael Jordan." We'll just start chanting that at Romy.
Okay.
That's all. That's the only place I was going with.
You think that guy is locked up somewhere? Do you think we could get him on the pod?
That's a great. I would love to know what happened to him.
Oh my!
That and the guy who stole the ALE spending in 2018.
We're gonna have a
want that.
special
I feel like
guest
they'd be
next week,
easy to
Yabbits?
find.
Sure.
Maybe.
Say it again.
Maybe a special guest next week.
Are we referring to the one I mentioned this weekend, or the one that had
Yeah.
been in the works?
Oh,
Hopefully next week we'll have one.
what's the one
that
in the works?
recently came in the works.
Who the fuck is that?
That depends on some outside factors, Jake.
Oh, right. That. Yeah. I
Right.
remember
That stuff out of our control, but when that does come into the forefront,
I got it.
then we'll strike.
All
But
will
the
be
other
revealed.
one-
What did Papa John say? All will be revealed.
Dave Reckoning.
Dave Reckoning. Yep,
Reckoning's coming.
Nothing broke my heart more
Stay
than
tuned.
hearing that
Stay
his
tuned.
voice was pitched down. For that, like it wasn't his real voice. I was like, I choose to believe that.
What?
He was still sweating like a pig.
What'd he say? I ate 35 pizzas in
In the last 30
29
days.
or something.
The day of reckoning will come.
The fact that he dapped up Peyton Manning after that Broncos Super Bowl, who's the first person to him, still kills me.
One of my favorite tweets ever
Peyton
is
Manning-
the one that
He was a
he,
Papa
like
John guy.
Papa John's in his ear and he's like please Papa, release my family. I've done everything you've asked.
us to Trevor's story. The day of reckoning is coming.
That picture of Papa John at the Final Four when in
Bill in
2013,
the
I think,
chat,
when Louisville
Liberation
won,
Day on Lansdowne.
Fitz, I don't know that one.
when he's fucking hammered drunk at the basketball. It's
All
awesome.
right, game over.
Hey, it's still a full count, Jake. On a
Oh,
nine,
sorry,
okay? They're still-
spoiler,
they're,
spoiler
They're down to
alert.
their last strike. I'll have you know. Blake
my
Sable.
MLB game day says end 9, but my broadcast is not caught up.
Yeah, he gets called out on strikes, fellas.
Blake Sable, welcome to the Red Sox.
Let's see how he strikes him out here.
Oh yeah,
And then we'll call it
fucking
an
right down the
episode.
dick. Great.
What
That's-
are we looking at?
That's,
What?
Actually,
I mean,
that's exactly what I wanted to happen.
That's actually
exactly
that's actually exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Oh shit! I gotta tweet the meme. Holy shit!
Oh, yeah,
We'll do
get
that.
off.
So why don't you do that?
Yep. Behind the scenes.
Perverts
here.
get right to the tweet when he posts it in a second.
Yep,
But
I want.
we're over 2 hours though,
everybody
recording, so we got that going. for
That's
us, which-
impressive, honestly.
to
Yeah.
500 again.
That's great.
babe.
We got the last 15 minutes or so. We kind of limped to the finish line, but it is what it is.
we were really trying to fill it there.
Like Bruce Bochy just dragging ass to the mound.
We're just trying to kill time.
So that's going to do it for this edition of the program, this episode of Pod on Lansdowne. We appreciate your time as always. Thank you for listening, and big special thanks to those who were watching in the YouTube chat. For Jake, for Liam, for Mabel, for Sophie, I'm Fitz, you're you. We will talk to you next week. Can't wait for that episode. Until then, go Sox and obey your mother.
Obey your mother.
Obey Your Mother.
Oh, nice.